overnight staff to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
Welcome to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane on Sports 56, 98.5 and 96.1. It's time to get your day started. Live from the Family Leisure Studios, here are Pete and Sane.
Let's go now.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I put a post on Facebook. It was like one of those things like eliminate one of these artists and all their music. It was Kanye West, Jay-Z, Drake, Lil Wayne. It's really only supposed to be 4 people, and Eminem was the 5th person. So I'm like, all right, easily Eminem.
Yeah.
And somebody comes in, they're like, Lil Wayne. I'm like, bro, you realize like everybody, like probably I can't even think of one rapper that might be as influential as Lil Wayne. Not saying it's particularly a good thing, but like I can name hundreds of rappers who pattern their whole thing after.
Yeah. I mean, stylistically, certainly.
Oh yeah, if you close your eyes and say rapper like Lil Wayne, like somebody that looks like Lil Wayne pops into your head, like
come
on, man.
And on top of all the other stuff,
Eminem,
it's
been real easy out.
I'm with you. It's tough.
We appreciate your contributions to the industry, to the culture.
Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome.
We have a lot to we got a lot to get to today, man. It's gonna be one of those shows, I think.
Yeah.
My name is Peter. He is Sane, of course. This is Sports 56 Mornings with Pete and Sane, and Sane's big time now.
I'm not even jumping on the Zoom call. I have a clause in my
wants to
contract
watch
now.
Sane,
Yeah, you got to watch me on.
You got to watch on
the news.
Samaria Terry paid you good money for that because
exclusive. I can't.
I'm sure the ratings are through the roof on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine. So we'll talk about Anthony Sane's appearance there. Also, we'll talk about a whole lot more as we roll on through a busy show. There's Zach. We're starting to get worried about Zach, but there he is right there. Like I said, I don't want Sane's not on the Zoom call.
Yeah, this new interface we got is got a little learning curve. So yeah, give me a second. Right. I'm trying to do that.
On top of that,
I do have that clause in my contract where I have exclusive rights for Zoom to only be on television. So
he's just prime time now.
Yeah, just I don't have.
So everybody knows that. Everybody knows how that works. We'll talk to Sane about that, of course. So we're going to talk about a rough weekend for your Memphis Grizzlies, a particularly rough Saturday night that has kind of shaken some folks, I think, finally out of the lethargic lethargy that they've been in for a little bit. So kind of shake them up a little bit. We've got some controversy about the play-in, not just from the Grizzlies side, but from the Lakers side as well. Fun stuff there, as Lakers could be in the play-in, could be the Grizzlies' opponent in the play-in, the way things are trending right about now. We shall see how that goes. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about a ton of hoops. We got Brevin Knight jumping on at 9 o'clock. Brevin's on the aux today as well, which is very exciting. I am genuinely curious because I've known Brevin for a while. I've never once heard Brevin talk about music or talked about music with Brevin. So I have absolutely no idea what he likes.
Me either.
It just occurred to me.
I'm sure he looks like a guy who has a lot of, a wide array of.
If I'm gonna prejudge based on Brevin and what he's into, I'm feeling like an 80s vibe. I'm feeling like a like some maybe some smooth. Not so much funk. I feel more like a
jazzy
smooth
type
stuff with jazz type stuff, or
yeah.
like some older, not a little R&B ish influence, but not strictly R&B. I feel that with I don't know, but like I said, I've not seen the list. I don't know anything about it, so Zach's over there laughing. I'm either very right or very wrong. I can't.
I'm in a different place on the screen too. Can I move this?
You look the same place to me, so I don't know.
I'm usually here. There it is.
Although
Look at that. I just moved.
Your white balance is a little off, though.
Yeah, it's weird. Why I gotta be white balance though? Yeah, it is off.
That's what I bring to the table. I'm the white. I'm the white.
The white balance of the show.
That's my nickname.
Reverend Knight, of course. Reverend Knight, of course, another guy that's who's known for being on television. Just waiting on you, Peter. Just waiting on you over there.
Oh, I've been on TV many times. Man.
Oh, okay.
From all the way back from when
Knowledge
I was
Bowl
in high school, and Knowledge Bowl and all that. So I mean, just nothing new to me.
I feel you.
Nothing new to me.
What'd you say? Catch up, man. Catch up.
That's right. That's fine.
Oh,
I mean, Alex Coleman did a story on me when I was 9 years old. So get on my level.
My screen got right for some reason. I don't know, man. Shout out to the new computer we got going on.
So I've been on Channel 3. I was on Channel 3 when I was 9 years old. Anthony Saints, what I mean? Like you gotta.
Oh,
I've get in the mix.
I've been on the news before, well before this as well, but that's fine.
Yeah, I was on the news a few times for some things I may or may not have done. I don't know who can say.
Yeah.
Sometimes
you look the part. I'm not gonna lie. You look like you got some accusations on you, possibly.
Well, that's a little bit offensive, frankly. But, I'm not gonna. Just gonna put that out. Just gonna put that out there. I don't think that's fair to say at all.
It's pretty jerky. It's a pretty jerky thing.
That's a pretty terrible thing to say. Actually, I'll be honest with you, but we got a lot to get to today. We're gonna be busy. I know a lot of you guys are out there. We're hoping to get our the text line fixed by today. As of this moment, it's not ready yet. My understanding is it'll be ready sometime today. So could be during the show.
Got some upgraded toys, man.
But we're working on, like I said, upgrading the old back end, if you know what I mean. So we're a little back end action.
Yeah.
So once we get that taken care of, then we'll be good to go.
Hiking that thing up right now is what we're
doing. Here in the Family Leisure Studios. 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. Oh, Sane changed something there.
Man, my joint was froze for a minute. Man, bro, what in the world?
Now you're back out. Now you got the widescreen shot. It's all there. Zach, how you doing this morning?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We celebrated another birthday this weekend, so at the household.
Man, I got the whole wall.
Talking to the mic there, Zach. That's important. I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought I was talking loud enough. That's the thing. Like I thought I was talking loud enough. But yeah,
you can't be like
this man said. I was loud enough.
Back here, I'm chilling.
No, we got a mic here. That's the mic is.
Yeah, what the mic is for.
Our mics are what we call unidirectional mics. That means they only focus in one direction. So if you talk above them, it doesn't work.
Not gonna catch it.
That's fair.
They ain't gonna catch it. So.
But yeah, no, we celebrated a birthday this weekend. Matter of fact, 2 birthdays. Shout out to my family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whose birthday?
Who was?
My sister and my cousin shared the same birthday on Saturday. So.
What's your cousin?
That's nice.
What's my cousin's
name?
That's extra information that you asked.
It's a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. Because
how old is your cousin?
The name Lil somebody, Lil whatever.
No,
they don't call it's a girl though. So I've never seen a girl called Lil somebody. So. Sometimes though.
If they favor their father.
Yeah. Lil Tony.
Yeah. Lil was on Rugrats. Lil. That was one of the little 2 twins.
My former pastor has a daughter named Tonisia. His name is Tony. I thought that was the dopest thing I've ever seen. It's like, man, that's how you go out, man. That's how you do it, man. That's how you. Then Nisia kind of comes off like little something, so it's like calling a Little Tony.
Yeah, you got to figure out a way to bring your name in. But that's what people have done for years. I mean, all these names, Georgette, and there's a million of those sorts of.
I need to make me an Antonesia out here. We trying to get these
Antoinette.
We trying to get the man scrambled out here. Yeah. We trying to get the man scrambled out here. What's up?
All right. We'll talk about the NFL draft.
Yes, sir.
Well. We're gonna finish that up too, and it's gonna be a kind of a nasty day yesterday weather-wise, and I got bad news for you. There's gonna be more rain this morning, and kind of off and on throughout the day. I think most of the day is gonna be okay. It's just gonna be kind of cloudy and a little steamy out there, a little muggy. High's gonna be in the mid-80s. It's a little hot for me, but that's all right. More rain expected tomorrow, and then it's gonna clear up for the rest of the week, which is nice. But we got Mother's Day coming up. We got Cinco de Mayo coming up. We got a lot happening this week. Busy week in the area. So hope you got yourself ready, because Cinco de Mayo is Wednesday, man. So come on.
Cinco de Mayo.
Get yourself ready.
What day is it? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I'll be out here in these streets.
Of course you will. You're always in the
it's outside season now, man. What are y'all talking about? When I saw those CDC numbers about COVID and vaccines, I was like, oh yeah, it's over. That's all I need to see.
Yeah, we got to work on all of our states. All of our states in this area, not so good. We ain't doing so good.
Those y'all can't see, I got the mask swinging in the air like a helicopter. Percocet. Right. Oh, I can't say it. Can I say it? No. Can't say it at all.
You could say it.
Depending on how I'm using it, though.
Yeah.
Mask, go. Mask, go. Chase a chick.
I mean, if you
never.
But we got to get our vaccination numbers up in the state of Texas.
Man, I don't care what these folks do.
Not surprisingly,
I don't care, bro. When I saw that the rate of transmission was less than 1%, I don't care what these folks. You can do it if you want to get it, get it. If you're not, hey, brother, I'm good.
No, well, see now here, let me just tell you. Long term, short term, you're fine. Long term, the more you get transmission, the more likely it is you're gonna create some mutants, turtle style. The more you get transmission, the more likely it is that stronger strains will start to emerge, as you've seen in India and other places. India is a mess right now.
And guess what?
That's why it helps everyone to get vaccinated. That way you can stamp the whole thing out, and you just don't have to.
I'm a trust
modern medicine. Boosters. We're gonna have to keep getting boosters.
That's fine
too. Like, come on. It's fine, but like you're making it. It's just get the vaccine, man. There's nothing. There's no tracking devices.
Yeah, get the vaccine for sure. But what I'm saying is, if you don't get it, I really don't care if you get it or not. At this point, I'm not gonna beg you. I'm not gonna.
No, I got you. But I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna beg you because it's going to help all of us if all of you do.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, as of right now, it's not really going to affect. If you're vaccinated right now, you're good to go.
Because that COVID-21 coming for sure.
But eventually, as you keep getting, like I said, just look at India's all you need to see. India's all you need to see right there.
Mm-hmm.
It'll tell you they're in bad
hard
shape.
hit. What are they not getting? They not want to get the vaccine over there? What?
They didn't. They just couldn't. I mean, there's so many people and so little vaccine, and there's a lot of resistance to the vaccine as well. So yeah.
Hey,
just letting you know.
Prayers and thoughts out to them.
It's a bad situation there, and we want to avoid anything close to that. So, yeah, please. Mm-hmm. We're at 44% as our state, which is one of the worst in the country.
Mm-hmm. What percent?
Other states are 70, 73, 70, we're at 44.
Say it. I wonder why. I wonder what else lines up with those numbers.
I know. It's hard to imagine.
Hey, get that scene in your jeans. That's all I got to say for you this morning.
That's right. Get vaccinated.
Come on now.
And get spiritually hydrated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
All right. So you want to join us? You can't text us at 70236. So, I mean, you could try, but it's not going.
I was about to say what happened that fast.
You're gonna be like, what?
I wonder are we gonna get just this big, like, dump of text like once it finally cuts off?
I don't know. I'm not sure what happens to the texts that are in the ether right about now. I don't know. I don't know what happens. I'm not sure if they all just come flying through or if they're forever stuck in text purgatory. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
You can also dial us up, though, on the First Bank phone lines. They are open and ready for action at 360-8255, 901-360-8255. That spells talk, 360-TALK. So if you want to talk to Zach and get you set up for the show. Insane, you can now see the call screen in there, so you're all good on that new computer. You should be able to see we haven't been able to. Only Zach's been able to see the call screen for a while. I still can't see it from where I am, but.
That's the green button. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Yeah, the green button should be able to tell you so what's going on, so you can give us an update.
It's got two options though. It's man, I don't know. All right, exactly.
I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't do tech support. I have no idea. I've never seen it before. So
I'm here for sports and jokes, man. I ain't here to answer no phone. Who I look like? Zach?
Nobody's asking you to answer the phone. Although you could just do open line Monday, just
yeah,
go
why
live.
not?
Just go raw, go raw.
Yep. Just let the
Straight
line
up, boom. Just let them fly.
Let them fly. Yep.
All right, so we can also we're also going to, you can't chat with us though because we are on the video stream. If you want to see it, go ahead and chat with us at whatever outlet you happen to be watching us on. If there's a little chat window there, clickety clack clack clack, tap away, and it jumps right into the mix, and we can see what you have to say. So there's plenty of folks. Our friend One Pretty Pearl, of course, she likes to chat. Booty Snorkeler, some other folks, some crazy folks, some not crazy folks. It's a real interesting group. So jump in the mix and chat with us here on Sports 56 Morning. So all right, so oh man, Anthony Sane, did you even watch the game Saturday night, or were you just too busy being out and about?
Which game was it? The second. I know it's the Grizzlies.
The second game. Yeah, the first game. That's Friday night. The Friday night's when they won 92-75.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I am at my wit's end right now, Pete Evans. As you all know, I'm a bootleg stream guy. Like I don't mind doing it. I'm at my wit's end, bro. This is the last time that I'm going to check a stream and it don't work for a service that I'm paying for. I think I'm about to have a change of heart for the rest of the year, man. I think I'm about to actually get like the real stuff.
Oh man.
So hold on, you said there's a way I can pay. All I have is Bally's, right?
That I don't know about. I'm not so sure about.
Because I'm not getting cable. That ain't happening.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm not so sure about that whole situation.
All right, back to the stream world. Well, I tried. See.
Can I advise you one other outlet that you might have considered? If you have a friend or loved one who might have cable and who might have a way to get you a login, that might be a good option as well. If you can think of someone in your circle who
my DM is open on Twitter and on Facebook. You want to shoot your boy a login, we can work out some type of cash consideration for that. Because I'm definitely not going to pay for cable just to watch the Grizzlies game.
Especially not the way they're playing right now. So I don't know if that's.
But I tried. I literally confessed right here live on the air.
Yeah, well, you've been confessing for a while. I don't think there's a whole lot.
But I was turning towards repentance though. Like it was past.
Yeah. That's different. That confession is not the same thing as repentance. So,
I was making that turn, but there's no alternative.
You were going to repent though?
Yeah, I was gonna stop bootlegging. I was gonna pay. I thought I could just get.
That's not repentance. That's not repentance. That's just stopping. It doesn't mean you're sorry for what you did. Repentance.
What you mean? Repentance mean you turned away, man. You gonna tell me I'm a part-time preacher out here?
Yeah, but you got.
I'm a backslid.
You got to stop doing. You gonna stop doing it next year?
Yeah, I'm not going. If I could get like a Bally's app where I could just pay for the watch Grizzlies games, yeah, I do that. But I'm not paying for like cable for what?
What about any other thing?
There's nothing else I want to watch.
You never want to watch anything?
Hey, that's not true either. I don't know, but everything else works on the little bootleg thing I use.
You are conditional repentance. Is that a thing?
The service I pay for, right?
Conditional repentance,
something like that. Yeah, but check this out. It's just kind of how it works, kind of how grace works. But no, like the service I pay for, it comes with like every NBA game, right? And every NBA game will work except for the Grizzlies game. I'm like, bro, what in the world? And it's not a local thing because it's not a local.
What about the other teams' stream?
They work.
Does that not work?
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying like Orlando. Like Orlando stream didn't work like Saturday.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever game the Grizzlies playing does not work. It's happened like probably
Orlando had their own. They had their own Bally's. Orlando Bally's
for real.
Florida or whatever. It's the same. They're the same.
I got to do something, man.
Yeah. You got to. The Grizzlies got to do something.
Because I was listening to House of Time. He was this is 102-38. Grizzlies. You know how I get that.
I can only imagine the fury of the biscuit is real.
He's shooting for three. Yeah, he made it.
Someone start the jet.
You made it. That's it.
Yeah.
I got to lose another one. This is ridiculous.
Grizzlies trail,
Oh,
102.
my God. These
105.
officials of this team is Grizzlies fall. No, we got to get the plane.
Yep.
I'm out of here.
You got to play harder against these teams who have nothing to play for. They're going to come out and beat you. How's the time you want to jump off a bridge after the game is over? Why am I depressed?
Is he okay? Are you
Right.
okay?
Well, to be fair, it was a game that would elicit those kinds of reactions. It was pretty bad. We're going to talk about it when we come back. Also, as I said, Brevin Knight on the aux, and I know Brevin was not real thrilled about what happened on Saturday night either. We got to get into the rotations. We got to get into what's really going on. Get that sound from Taylor Jenkins, who was particularly curt after the game.
Yeah, I heard you taking him a hand off.
Saturday.
I said, look at my boy just getting after Coach Jenkins after a tough loss.
Poking.
just poking the bear on Saturday night. I heard you, man. He's like, Peter, damn it, get me out of here.
It's all right. That's enough.
That's enough. Freaking Edmondson. How did he get 2 questions? Peter got 2 questions in and everything. How you pull that one off? And they were like back to back. You hacked it.
Because literally no one else.
Peter
Because
was
no one
logged
else
in
is
twice. Exactly.
Because no one else wanted to ask a question. So I had my hand up again.
He phone in the laptop. Phone in the iPad. Look at Peter. Man came back to back with the fireball.
Pedro.
Edmund's son.
Pedro guy. We never seen
Peter Edmund's son.
Hola.
Hola.
Me llamo
Coach,
Pedro.
Coach Jenkins. Why are your team so trash? No, Peter, I know this is you. Stop it.
Quit horsing around. Quit horsing around. Me llamo Pedro.
I'm like, bro. I'm like, how did Peter get to that man fired? He asked a question. And then Evan softball or something. Then Peter came right back. Oh, I'm a coach. But seriously, like, what are you doing with the rotations? What are you doing? Why is everybody playing point guard but Ja Morant? Like, what? How many dudes you need on the ball, Coach? Peter, I know this is you. Stop it.
How do you say what are you hiding in Spanish?
What are you hiding?
That's right.
Que hay dinero.
Oh, that's
Oh man, Peter, you pulled a fast one that day. Peter was logged in with 3 devices. Oh,
¿Qué estás escondiendo?
Then Corey Morris, Pedro Edmondson.
Pedro. ¿Qué estás escondiendo? Okay, all right.
Any more questions for Coach Jenkins? Yes. This is Pedro Edmondson.
We have a question from Pierre Edmiston. Que cachez-vous? We know. Okay. All right.
Corey, do something about it. That's
Corey,
Corey, get this guy.
Get this under control.
Log everyone out.
Okay.
Log back in again.
This is ridiculous. Okay. All right. We got to go to Pietro. Cosa nascande? Okay, Corey. We're gonna have to get somebody. Zach, get in here. Zach, help out. We lost control of the
Zach,
chat.
when they gonna let you run the Zach, you gotta help us out, man. You gotta infiltrate. You gotta come in and help us out, man. Just give us total give us all access. Just keep us unmuted the whole time. I was like, stop lying. You're lying, Coach. Stop. Cut it out.
Come on. Coach,
Right.
what are you truly hiding? What are you truly
come
hiding?
back. Let's come back and we're going to talk about it for real. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Get happy with Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. Weekday afternoons from 1 to 3 on Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
They've raised the bar again at Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch. I like to say this is the new standard, the way car business should be done. And to prove it, out of 355 dealers in America that sell Genesis cars, the one in Olive Branch, Genesis of Olive Branch, was top 50 in the country, top 10 in the region, and number 2 in the district. And guess what? They want to be number 1. That means there are opportunities out there for you. It's the safest, and every new latest bit of technology that makes the experience of driving a car better, they've got it at Genesis of Olive Branch. If we start with the G70, the highest performing car I've ever owned, all the way to the G80 or the G90, the biggest of the sedans, you'll love everything about the car. If you would like to try the new SUV, the GV80, you call Vinny Gerard at 662-890-6684. He will bring it out to you. You're scrambling around. You need a haircut. Where you gonna go? I got a place that has 15 locations. I've got a place where details matter. I've got a place that can be invigorating and relaxing at the same time. You know what it is. It's Supercuts. Every haircut ends with the signature hot towel finish. Every haircut matters. When you're getting ready, you go into Supercuts. The stylist will pay attention to every detail, so you get the haircut you want, and of course, you're going to finish with that signature hot towel. You walk out clean, sharp, and not just ready, but super ready. And you might want to ask that hairstylist about what the Tea Tree experience is. One part invigorating, one part relaxing. The Tea Tree experience is something you need to try. 15 locations. I mentioned that, didn't I? All you've got to do is go to supercuts.com. You'll find the one nearest to you. Get super ready at Supercuts. There's a new commissary in town in Collierville. Germantown Commissary is doubling. Yeah, they're still going to have the old Germantown Commissary by the tracks, but now there's a huge new Germantown Commissary in Collierville at Poplar and Houston Levee Road. It's huge, too. There's a drive-through. There's plenty of parking. No telephone pole to get in your way. A cool patio. It's right by the track, so the tradition continues. And this is a tradition that's been around forever. That commissary is famous for hickory-smoked, slow-cooked Memphis-style barbecue. They've got a private party room at the new one in Collierville. Self-catering still continues. Party packs for $5.95. Basically, the great ribs, the great pulled shoulder, the great deviled eggs. Everything is there in Collierville and Germantown now. So there is now a Germantown and Collierville style of barbecue. It's called Germantown Commissary.
Sports 56 traffic.
There are a couple of accidents that have been cleared this morning. The Bill Morris Parkway, westbound at Kirby Parkway. That accident has been cleared. Also, accident on I-55 near Shelby Drive. That accident has been cleared as well. We still working an accident on I-55 between Goodman Road and Church Road. Also, still working an accident on Covington Pike at Pleasant View Road. Take it easy out on the roadways. This is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that like Stockton. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the toxin.
Okay then, Brim.
I can
Okay
put the
then.
ball in the
BK.
end zone, put a bad
Okay.
in the zone.
I did not expect this.
Give me that tempo. Told Pooh he a fool. Told her don't let her friends know. In the Ville and I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine
like
and
this.
Vincenzo's. Me and my amigos got that free smoke on the West Coast. Yeah, I'm talking about pre-rolls. Dark hair, she look like she go.
So I guess my assumptions are wrong.
No, Brevin. I think he's got a lot of it. You'll see.
You think it's an eclectic mix? Is what you're saying? We'll see. I don't know. So far, so good though. Love that little piano in the background. That's nice. Welcome back.
What song is this? That song is out. Whenever I tell.
What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Jack Harlow.
It sounds more like it sounds more like a wrestler name than a rapper, but yeah. At first
Sounds like
time I saw his name.
the opponent for the Ultimate Warrior. His opponent, Jack Harlow. Oh god,
Harlow.
he's gonna get killed. All right, so I got in the Zoom call multiple times apparently, and we had to talk about it because Saturday night. I mean, first of all, Friday night for the Grizzlies, they beat Orlando 92-75, but again, not really a, I don't know, it was just kind of a, whatever sort of performance from the Grizzlies. I mean, they did win, so that's good, but not an overwhelming performance, not a great performance by any stretch of the imagination. And then Saturday hit, and the Grizzlies somehow managed to lose a game that they were up by 20 against an Orlando team that is not very good and missing a number of key players. The Grizzlies somehow blew the game, up 60-43 at the half, and it was bad. Orlando's biggest lead of the game was 2 points, and they only had that once. And then they had a lead of 1 at the very end of the game, which is the one that counts. Saying this was felt like a low point. Felt like this was may be the lowest point at this stage, and maybe the natural consequence of the Grizzlies screwing around with the season. Why do you expect the players not to screw around with the games when it feels as though the organization is screwing around with the season?
Yet, people are sensitive. And when I say people, I don't mean fans. People, our conscience, our psyche can be very sensitive, very fragile at times. And something can go from sugar to feces quickly. We've been talking about this the whole season, that if the Grizzlies keep doing things the way that they're doing, yes, they're winning. Yes, you got to just relax. We don't have Jaren. We had, so-and-so was out that game. All these different losses and stretches, bad stretches of play, where we would try to pinpoint to, certain players being gone or, whatever. And we just relax. We're good. We're so-and-so games above 500. And all those things. And people like you people like me and you were the, boys crying wolf, like, hey, there's something else going on. They need to deal with this. And I think those things are coming to a head. I think that when you create a situation where winning may or may not be priority number one, if you're not being intentional about winning, you're being unintentional about winning. And I think that's what we're seeing a lot with the Grizzlies. The team seemed to be kind of derailed in certain areas. And because there's a lot of uncertainty. You got guys who are trying hard to, be a playoff team, to, get a solidified 7-8 spot in the West. And you're also seeing them do things that inner scrimmage type stuff. Stuff that you see at open practice. Weird lineups, and all in the name of data collecting or development or whatever you're doing. But what better data
collection?
Yeah,
classic data collection.
Yeah, what better way to collect data than to be in the playoffs, to get that type of experience, or to see your two best players on your team actually on the court at the same time. What a concept! Imagine the data you could collect. You know what I mean? So those type of things. We talked about the Justice Winslow situation where you're forcing them into the lineup. You're sitting Tyus for a while. You're sitting Tillman for a while. Last game, Brandon Clark didn't play at all, which is what we figured would be next. We said that here on the show, that Brandon's probably going to be next. And it's like, that was a cool strategy for the first half of the season. But once you started realizing, hey, we've got a legitimate shot to be a playoff team, with a very young team to get that playoff experience, just go all in, man. I'm not saying go make trades at the deadline to try to make your roster as good as possible or go add some vet on the 10-day. None of that. Just maximize what you have in the cupboard, man. I remember growing up as a kid, my mom would, whatever's in the cupboard, she could make a struggle meal out of it. You know what I mean? Based on what she had. That's all we're asking the Grizzlies organization to do. I don't care that you didn't go out and sign so-and-so or trade for so-and-so or go get this guy on a 10-day or, so-and-so just waived this guy. Let's go. No. Maximize the guys you have on your roster. And I don't believe they've done that for the majority of this season. And it's unfortunate that you're saying the weird stuff now because it really feels like the bottom is falling out on the season as far as opportunity. Because if you're playing the Lakers in a play-in game, 7 versus 8, There's no way in the hell that the NBA is not going to force the Lakers to win their game. Like, there's no way the Lakers aren't going to make the playoffs. So if you get them in the 7-8, you're going to lose.
Well, I mean, I think whoever you get in the 7-8 right now, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like they're not playing well. They're just not playing. Well. They look like they're a mess. Just the way that they approach it, and these guys have shown a lot of mental strength. So I mean, they may well look better tonight. But you're playing a Knicks team that's playing much better, and seems to have a lot better feel for what they're going to do than you do right now. And again, go back to these rotations. Like, it just does. None of it makes any sense to me. The way that you approached it, the idea of data collection is fine, but it's the type of data and the way that you're collecting it that is the problem. When it's obvious at this point that it's not working. Now, there are a few things they did that seem to indicate they are trying to change some things. I mean, like, for example, Brandon Clark was out of the rotation in the game against Orlando. He did not play. Xavier Tillman did play and played reasonably well in there. But then you have the curious Justice Winslow situation where, again, they're trying to figure out what to do with him. He didn't play as much backup point guard, and Tyus Jones was back in the mix over the last 2 games. But he did play some on the ball, and he's sort of unclear as to what position they're trying to put him out there, and he just can't. You can't seriously put him out there on the floor at this point in time. You can't put him out there on the floor and say that you're trying to win games. He is, you remember the stats I told you about on Friday about his usage rate and his shooting percentages, that no one in at least the last 25 years has ever played as much as he has and done as badly as he has offensively. Well, they've only gotten worse. They didn't get better. They're actually worse than they were on Friday. If I were to give you an update, it would be slightly worse. But he's still playing. Again, like, I don't get that. Whereas some other guys that are much more consistent and much better have been in and out of the rotation depending on how things are going. You can't have that approach and say we're trying to win. You just can't do it. It's not realistic. It's not legit.
You're clearly not trying to win.
And your players pick up on that stuff. Your players pick up on that stuff. The same thing with Jaren Jackson Jr. Like, I get it. Whatever you want to try to bring him in on. It doesn't make any sense to bring him in off the bench, and it's just weird. And players know that's weird. Like, why are you bringing? What are you doing?
LaMelo Ball came back, started.
LaMelo Ball came back, start as a rookie.
And LaMelo Ball didn't even start at the beginning of the season, but he took injury.
People say, well, you're trying to ease Jaren Jackson Jr. because of his knee and all that. So what do you mean, ease him back? Is he playing not as hard when he's out there? Like, I mean, how you? He plays at a certain, like, you can manage his minutes. When Anthony Davis came back with the Lakers, they said he's going to start, obviously, but he's only going to play 25 minutes a game. And they said that publicly, like, before the game. Okay, he's on a minutes restriction. Fine. Put Jaren on a minutes restriction.
And the reason for that is when they get to the playoffs, they'll just play extended minutes with Anthony Davis. It's not nothing new, like you're trying to switch. The rotation stay the same. You know what I mean?
I mean, at least Jaren played the 4 more with Xavier Tillman as the 5. So at least they made that switch, which we talked about before. So that was better. But still, it's stupid. We just put if he can play at all, there's no difference in the physicality in playing as a starter versus playing as a bench player. You're in the NBA. You're playing an NBA game.
I don't need data collection of Jaren playing with Justice and Conchar.
No, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
Of John and Jaren
like the
together.
Jaren and Tyus Jones. Like, no, Jaren and Justice Winslow. No, it's not that. Jaren's playing with Ja. He's playing with Jonas, presumably.
Yep.
I don't think you're going to bench Jonas at this point in the season to put Jaren at the 5. So unless you're going to do that,
why are you backing him up
point.
at the 5?
Exactly. It doesn't make it. It doesn't make any sense. Melton has been messed with so much that his minutes are just who knows. It could be a total grab bag. He could be the 6th man, or he could not play. You just don't know. That isn't realistic. And enough of this stuff happens over the course of a season, and the players pick up on the vibe, and they say, well, I don't know, it's just kind of one of those years and whatever. Like, it just, you could tell that's what they're just out there vibing, and it's not
getting that cardio.
It's just not. I don't know. And it's very frustrating.
And we talk about Justice Winslow. We talk about Justice Winslow, and a lot of people are using him as a scapegoat. Justice Winslow didn't play in the fourth quarter at all. and we had a double-digit lead.
Oh,
Am I correct?
Yeah, it wasn't.
That happened,
it wasn't when. Yeah. You may have played in the early part of the fourth quarter. I gotta go back and look, but he wasn't the reason they lost the game. He's an indicator of how they're playing and how they're approaching the game.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't the reason why they lost the game.
And Justice Winslow also isn't checking himself in. Like he's not getting him up, head to the scoring table.
He's not like pulling out a gun on. He's not pulling out a gun on Taylor Jenkins saying, "You better put me in the game."
Yep,
you better put me in the game or else.
Let's go.
Yeah, Winslow played in the fourth quarter.
He did.
He played the first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, and then he was out.
Was that a pivotal 2 minutes where it swung the game?
No, not really. They were up 6 when he left the game.
Okay, go win the game.
He didn't blow the game for him. Is what I'm saying. He didn't help, but he didn't he didn't hurt either. Well, he did hurt a little bit, probably. Yeah. He was actually a +3 for the game. So, I mean, technically he was a plus.
Yeah, they should have had him in there. Lost by 1. Huh?
The limitations of plus-minus are laid bare.
Yeah, that's Exhibit A, that plus-minus isn't.
That's why I don't really John Morant was a -6, and Justice Winslow was a +3, so I'm not sure why Ja goes crazy on the plus-minus stats. That's not really – single-game plus-minus isn't really that indicative unless it's just one guy's like way, way, way off. Like R.J. Hampton was a +15, and everybody else was like, -6 or +2 or something like that. So when somebody's way, way, way out on by themselves, that does indicate that they had a really good game, and he did. He had a really good game. R.J. Hampton was really good in that game. Cole Anthony hit the game-winning shot over Kyle Anderson and talked a lot of mess, and Kyle Anderson blessed him and said, "That's what you're supposed to do," which I appreciate. That's right. Everybody get all sensitive, man. You make a big shot.
Talk that noise. If it was one of our guys, we'd be, having a parade for him. We'd be putting a banner in the Raptors.
Ja talks that noise when things are good, and we got to talk about Ja too, because he was not good down the stretch of this game.
For sure,
he was not good, man.
Decision making wasn't the best.
Not at all. We'll talk about that. We're going to have Brevin Knight who's going to join us. He's at the Hawks today, but he's going to join us later on in the show to get into some of this stuff as well. But we'll talk about the Ja Morant factor, and we'll get to the conversation that I had with Taylor Jenkins after the game.
Please have the audio.
You got that audio, Zach?
Oh yeah, both parts.
Good. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Sports Time with Wallo and Stacks. Weekdays from 3 to 6 on Sports 56, 98.5 FM and 96.1 FM.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roof Services. You've heard me talk about how we offer the best products, the best warranties, and the best services for years. Now let's talk about pricing. Pricing should never be the only reason you hire a contractor, but in today's world, pricing is always a consideration. So we suggest you get 2 or 3 estimates for your roof replacement from a reputable, licensed, and insured company, and then give us a call. If we can't beat your best price for a comparable roof system by more than $100, we'll give you $100. It's that simple. We are so sure we can offer you the best price, beating all other qualified companies. We will hand you $100 if we can't, and thank you for the opportunity. So give us a call. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Make $100? Five-Ash Roof Services, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five-Ash Roof Services, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
I need these boxes in bin 7. Oh, hello. Hi. I just wanted to call in and find out when next...
Whitney's warehouse foreman just retired, and the replacement needs to move to fulfillment.
Hold on. Guys, can we get the dock cleared now?
Indeed can help her hire the people she needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know nearly 40% of men under 40 and over 75% of men over the age of 40 experience sexual performance concerns? At the Memphis Men's Clinic, their experienced physician performs a comprehensive evaluation that determines which specific issues may interfere with your sexual performance. These issues can vary and range from anxiety to medical issues, low testosterone, or erectile dysfunction. The Memphis Men's Clinic has evaluated hundreds of men of all ages over the years and reestablished a normal sexual life. The Memphis Men's Clinic will work aggressively to resolve issues and allow you to restore your sexual health and overall well-being. That's the Memphis way. If you're 20 years old or 90 years old, come and get cared for the Memphis way. Treatment that's based on your specific needs after a professional clinical evaluation by their experienced board-certified physician. Call the Memphis Men's Clinic today at 901-443-0475 or visit memphismensclinic.com.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Storming outside, rain, she keeps me home. Quiet conversation.
It's a little more the vibe I expected.
Yeah.
So warm.
Okay. So, is this going to calm us down, do you think?
No.
Might have me a little bit too calm.
It may have the
no
different sort of reaction.
No,
you know what I mean?
just to change the pace a little bit, you know. Just a little bit.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's. We were talking about the debacle on Saturday. The Grizzlies losing to the Magic in really embarrassing fashion. It was an embarrassing loss, and you could just tell something is not right with the team. So after the game, a very terse Taylor Jenkins spoke to the media. Oh, that was me. A little preview of me saying, "Hey Taylor," because I like to be polite. Hey Taylor. I like to
of course,
people's names and stuff. I think that's important. So after he sort of talked to the media, and I was part of that Zoom call. But Sane was a little too busy being a pop star to get on the call. But
yeah, I got time.
Fortunately for
hey
the show,
Taylor, buddies, this is Anthony Sane. First of all, just thank you for just coaching our team, man.
Time for that crap, man.
Well, I didn't have any time for this pleasantry. So
exactly.
Here's what listen to Taylor on this one. See, remember what you're used to hearing from Taylor Jenkins, and then listen to this Taylor Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, Taylor, you mentioned you guys being a little bit careless with the game. You guys have blown double-digit leads, I think, 10 different times in this year. Is that a matter of youth? What do you attribute that to?
We just got to get better and learn. So that's what it comes down to.
Bill Belichick over here.
Oh, God.
Normally Taylor is.
Yeah.
He's gone from super pumped about the opportunity to super learn about our team to Bill Belichick, Nick Saban.
We just got to use that opportunity to learn. Next question.
Shut up, Coach Jenkins. Go ahead.
So what was the next question? So then after Evan asked a question, then
play Evan question.
Pedro jumped in.
You want Evan's question?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Sorry about that question. Sorry about the last question, Coach, but.
Come on, man. Come on. Don't be dogging out Evan. I love Evan. Come on, man. Evan's doing his best.
It's my guy. For sure.
Come on, man. Evan's by nature a very polite.
Yeah, he's a gentleman. He's
Evan's
a real
gentleman. That's right.
Sure.
Evan's a gentleman.
Sure.
He's a polite man. He's He's not a not a belief disturber like
Coach, I
me.
I apologize for that last question, Coach. It's just totally unnecessary.
Man.
Taylor,
You have the
is
next
it
question?
concerning again, with this being now a new month and obviously these games are getting closer, is it getting concerning just kind of, with how the team has played these last few games where since the Portland win, you guys have kind of not had the same rhythm you guys had on that road trip?
That's the same thing you did, basically.
Every day is a new day. We got to embrace this challenge. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. So let's get excited about the position we're in right now and keep fighting.
He really asked the same thing you did, Peter. He just kind of, cleaned it up a little bit. He didn't come to the man like he was a sucker.
I think he was trying to like get, he's like, he really kind of Belichicked him on that last one. Let me see if I can kind of sprinkle a little cinnamon on this thing and let's try that again. Like when your kid won't eat something, you kind of put it back, maybe put a little ketchup on that thing and see if let's see if you can eat your vegetables. Let me try a little something here. Not so much. So back, guess who's back? This time Pedro on the question.
Peter.
Taylor, are there any plans to shake up the rotation or do anything different in terms of how this team is looking? It looks like you guys have had a little bit of a struggle over the last week or so.
We'll talk about everything we need to do to get better, rotations, coverages, all that stuff, and figure out the best plan of attack each game.
Shut up.
Woo! Frosty.
Man, was in his feelings on that joint.
I get it.
Get a feel for the game while you're in your feelings.
I get it. Well, that brings us to the question of.
No, I like Coach Jenkins. He just.
No, I really. Taylor Jenkins is a legitimately positive dude.
Yeah.
Like in his real life, that's the kind of guy he really is. So, and I like Taylor Jenkins. I don't like. I don't. As much as we joke about it, like no one relishes like asking uncomfortable questions knowing that he doesn't like it. I don't. But that's part of the gig. His job is to answer and my job is to ask, and that's the way it goes. Especially because the fans and the people that are out there are flooding the talk with like what are you doing, like what the hell's happening, like, what was that, what was all that? Question I have for you, Anthony Sane. So do you attribute his terseness there to frustration with his team, frustration with himself, or frustration with the front office for making him go through this charade?
Peter, I will quote the famous Birdman, a.k.a. Baby, of Cash Money fame, when he said, all three of y'all.
Okay. Where do you have like a ranking on any of that, or
like percentage wise?
Yeah.
I think it's 33.3, 33.3, 33.3. Print 3, if I was to say it in baby's way. 33, print 3. But yeah. Because, man, you know when you're just, when you really don't have full autonomy to just be a coach, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't. He know he doesn't. Like, he don't want to be screwing around with this Justice Winslow thing. I think the Jaren thing might be his, though, because I think he does have to balance. I think they're telling him to play a certain amount of guys, and he's got to figure out how to do that. And like you said, bringing Jaren off the bench kicks the whole Kyle Anderson thing down the line.
Well, I think that's what's that my only question is that coming from him or from them? But I think that's the reason for that situation. That doesn't. But that's what the normally. See, the thing with this group. Normally, the logic. I always talk about, like, I just want things to make sense. If it makes sense, then, that's fine. Even if it doesn't necessarily, if it's not popular or whatever, if it makes sense, then I can get with it. But this doesn't make sense, what happened. And it leads to a situation where you got Dylan Brooks, kind of speaking some truth at the end of these games. And saying, we got to, I believe the quote was, he said, after a couple games, it should improve. He said, quote, we got to have guys on the floor that want to play hard.
Who are you talking about?
Dylan.
Who are you talking about? Who ain't playing hard?
I don't know.
I think it's the same way that other players on the team may get frustrated with some of the things Dylan does. When guys are out there just, getting their cardio in, yeah, Dylan ain't feeling it at all.
But by the same token, like if you've got an organization that has shown this year, I think what's happened is that they set out before the season started, this is what we're going to do. We're going to not worry about the playoffs. We don't care. We're just going to collect data this year. results be damned.
Bro, when you say that, it's just hit different.
That's what. Hey,
and don't worry about it, guys. Just collecting data this year.
Well, no, they're not going to tell the players, but internally, that's what they're saying. Like, this is a data collection year for us.
When you say it in a press conference, you're saying it to the players. It's not like they can't go see it and hear it.
But I mean, they'll say, no, guys, we're saying like, but we really want to win. But no, in the background, they're like, whatever, it doesn't matter this year whether we win or lose, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And eventually that infects the rest of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing if you're like 20-43, fine, whatever, collect all the data you want. But when you're actually in the mix and team wants to win and they're trying and all that stuff, and the vibe they get from the ownership and from front office is like, whatever. Hey, y'all do it or don't. Either way, it doesn't matter. This is kind of what happens. Like you just sort of, you just kind of end up with stuff like this. It's very frustrating for the fans who clearly want this team to go as far as they can go, but it doesn't seem as though the team wants to go as far as it can go, and that's a problem. There's no question about that. We'll come back. We'll discuss that. Also, the rest of the NBA news, including LeBron James speaking out on the play-in, and a whole lot more. Luka
just out here
getting mad,
choosing violence,
understandably so, to be honest with you, because it's pretty terrible. It's what's happening, and a whole lot more. We'll get to all of that. Hour number 2 on the way. Stick around.
They've raised the bar again at Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch. I like to say this is the new standard, the way car business should be done. And to prove it, out of 355 dealers in America that sell Genesis cars, the one in Olive Branch, Genesis of Olive Branch, was top 50 in the country, top 10 in the region, and number 2 in the district. And guess what? They want to be number 1. That means there are opportunities out there for you. It's the safest and every new latest bit of technology that makes the experience of driving a car better. They've got it at Genesis of Olive Branch. If we start with the G70, the highest performing car I've ever owned, all the way to the G80 or the G90, the biggest of the sedans, you'll love everything about the car. If you would like to try the new SUV, the GV80, you call Vinny Gerard at 662-890-6684. He will bring it out to you.
Your roommate's vacuuming for the 5th time today. But you have the $5 Chalupa Cravings box from Taco Bell, so his vacuuming might as well be the soft hum of purring kittens. And your loud neighbors turn into a telenovela with the beefy 5-layer burrito and chips and nacho cheese sauce plus a medium drink.
Jorge, ven y bésame, mi amor.
With the $5 Chalupa Cravings box from Taco Bell, nothing can ruin your bliss. It's value beyond belief. At limited participating locations for a limited time only. Contact store for prices and items which vary. Drinks exclude freezes, tax extra.
Golf is back, and so is Miramichi. And just like every other year, there are improvements. This beautiful golf course sits on 330 acres. It provides more than 7,400 yards of championship-level golf, and the beauty that surrounds it is absolutely amazing. And guess what is back too? It's the Miramichi patio. Totally redone, revamped bathrooms, a full service bar, and on weekends, there'll be bands. Oh, by the way, 2 TVs, and it's now open to the public. You don't even have to play golf to catch the view from the Miramichi patio. But if you do want to play some golf, have we got deals for you? Senior golf for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday down to $30. The standard weekday rates, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, as low as $32. Even on the weekends, it's under $50, and you get golf balls on the range. Play the most beautiful golf course in all of Shelby County. Go check out Miramichi.
Hi, this is Rob Brown. Join us every Saturday morning on Sports 56 WHBQ from 8 to 10 a.m. and 96.1 FM and the new FM 98.5. We'll be covering the Memphis Tigers, the SEC, college football, college basketball, college baseball. We'll look into recruiting. We'll have guests from around the country with the latest news, the most knowledgeable people out there, the coaches, the players, the people who play the games. Don't forget to join us on the sidelines. Sports 56, 96.1, and the new FM 98.5.
I know the sweetest thing in Memphis, and I know it's been around for 115 years. You know, I'm talking about Dinstall's, and it's time to stock up heavy on Cashew Crunch, Heavenly Crunch, Turtlettes, all of your favorite Dinstall's treats. So easy to get. The sweetest thing in Memphis, all you have to do is head to Laurelwood or head to Germantown and Poplar right across from the hospital, or go where they make the candies. That's on Pleasant View. There's nothing that says Memphis better than Cashew Crunch with that little tinge of coconut, or the Turtlettes. Let's face it, there's nothing better than Dinstall's chocolate. That's the mainstay of all candies, isn't it? Milk chocolate, although their dark chocolate is pretty darn good. And if you get the peppermint with the dark chocolate and put it in the freezer, you're going to love it. So many ways to love Dinstall's. Stock up heavy on all of your favorite Dinstall's treats. 115 years of making Memphis oh so sweet.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
Right now we're dealing with the accident on Walnut Grove Road, where it turns into Poplar Avenue. So that's Walnut Grove going into Poplar Avenue. Just keep that in mind. Also in Bartlett, road closure on Woodland Street between Sycamore View and Court Street due to a large tree coming down from overnight due to the storm. So Woodlawn Street between Sycamore View, Court Street is closed for right now. And that's your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
Be with you, only you. Yeah, I got one Virgil, got one, and that day is the only two, man. How many times have I shown it through, man? How many nights I've been woke, swerving the potholes, not trying to put the wheels on the road, okay? Funny how life goes. He thought he was sick, now we wiping his nose, okay? Soon as you give him your soul, you blow up and
I really just played this Brevin playlist, you know.
Well, summer all I did was rest.
Okay.
New Year's all I did was stretch.
Okay. 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 See what's about to happen.
I mean, did he know? Did he know about your love affair with Drake? I guess he might.
Man,
he might
BK, shout out my guy, man. My guy BK, I ain't know you had in you. Hey, bro. Hey, like he said in the song, I love you, but I told you the truth, man. Real talk. You don't understand.
That's what he's doing.
You ain't never had to get telling about the truth and love, Peter. Okay.
Speaking of that, you need to press on Drake to drop this album, man.
Man, you ain't lying, bro, because I'm in a different season of my life right now. And if that Drake come out during this season, bro, just know.
You need to press Drake if Drake, he could drop that album.
If Drake dropped this CD in this season I'm in, or this pocket of time I'm in right now, bro, just know it's going to be horrendous. Peter, I got a question for you.
Okay. Well, I'm here. Hour number 2 is here, by the way. Kind of rainy, sprinkly, nasty sort of weather out there. Going to be muggy all day. What's up?
Peter, do you know people like John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr.?
I mean,
Peter, you weren't ready, man. You screwed it up.
No.
He didn't get the preference, did he? Zach?
No, I didn't get the. No.
You supposed to. You did the pause. You supposed to pause in this.
Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Give me a couple seconds. Hold on.
I give you a couple seconds. We gotta get this right. We gotta get this right. Okay.
You answered that question wrong, bro.
I'm sorry, man.
We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you how you do it, though. Cause we got in your job, you get to meet celebrities, basketball players. You know, you've done all these things. So when people ask you those kind of questions, this is how you supposed to answer. But we know Zach to get it together.
Is he going to get it together?
Is he going to get it together?
What do you think? Is he going to get it together, folks?
Texas.
360-8255.
Will he get it together? Yes
Text
or
in.
no?
Will he, is he going to get it together? Yes or no?
It's so epic.
Don't text yet because our text line is not quite open yet. But
Peter, like we said, you're in the locker room with players. Used to be, at least.
Prior to COVID, sure.
So, when you tell people what you do, they ask you, you been in the locker room? You ever met John Morant? You ever met Jaren? You ever met Coach Jenkins, Zebo, and all that kind of stuff? And we're about to show you the Drake way to answer that question. And Zach is literally skimming through the lyrics trying to find it.
It's right here. It's right here. I know it.
All right. Okay. All right. We're just waiting for it.
The payoff is coming.
It better be good.
It's probably not going to be. Just going to be honest with
you. Oh, my God.
Zach, we probably going to move on.
Zacharias, come on.
Just go ahead and ask the question, then. I got you, man.
Are you ready?
No, well, I can't.
You don't have it? Okay.
It's lost in the lyrics, man.
Don't worry about it, though, Zach.
But go ahead and ask it real quick, though.
Ask you?
Yeah, ask me the question.
Oh, okay, because you work for the team as well. So, Zach, do you ever see people like Zach Kleiman? Do you ever meet Jaren, these type of guys?
Of course.
I feel you, bro. That's how you answer that, people. You got to pause and then say, of course.
Of course, man.
Like you just aggravated just about to ask you something that does.
Of course. Long tail on that guy.
But that was a Drake reference for those of you who
waited
5 minutes to get the joke, but that's fine.
That's right.
You got the whole
Woo!
And now he's found it, of course. Now he's
now he's ready to go, of course.
Teacher parent meetings, wives get googly eyed, regardless of what their husbands do to provide.
Yes, sir.
Asking if I know Beyonce and Nicki Minaj. Of course.
Bro, I can listen to that all day long. I can listen to that all day. Oh, man. Imagine being that level of celebrity and people ask you, do you know Beyonce and Nicki Minaj? You come back with an attitude like, of course. Like, what do you mean? I'm Drake.
Imagine asking Drake that question.
Man,
what are you doing? Like,
do you really know Nicki Minaj and Beyonce?
Why would you ask that?
Of course.
Asking if I know Beyonce and Nicki Minaj. Of course.
That's the kind of life I need, man.
Ask if the Grizzlies are screwing around with this season.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
I need that type of life.
Yeah, save that as a drop, Zach. I like that drop right there.
I do too.
Yeah, I like that
say
drop.
that joint immediately. YouTube the MP3.
Of course.
Yeah, man.
Ask if Justice Winslow is the worst point guard in the NBA.
Of course.
There it is. Yeah, email me that drop, man. That might be on Sane and Silent Podcast.
Oh, man.
the relaunch.
Oh, man.
All right, so hour number 2 is here. We got here. We've talked about the Grizzlies struggling mightily on Saturday and a lot of issues and all that stuff that we've discussed. It's problematic, but it's not the only Grizzlies are not the only ones going through it right now. In fact, the Los Angeles Lakers
are
in the midst of some serious struggles right about now. They've lost 2 straight since LeBron James came back to action, both to some bad teams. Yesterday to the Toronto Raptors. On Friday, they lost to the Sacramento Kings. And they've not played very well of late. They're struggling a bit, and LeBron James is feeling a little froggy about it. He's feeling some type of way about it, as a matter of fact, because the Lakers right now are sitting tied with the Blazers for tied with Dallas and the Blazers for 5th, I guess, technically. They are in 6th right now because of the tiebreaker. Blazers are in 7th, but they're all sitting there with identical 36-28 records with 8 games left to play in the regular season. Grizzlies are 3.5 back of that particular scrum amongst the 3 of them. And if you look at our buddy Scotty jumped in and pointed out, and rightly so, that if you look at the Lakers' schedule still to come, it's not particularly easy. They take on Denver tonight. Denver's pretty good. And that's the second night of a back-to-back, so who knows what Anthony Davis and LeBron's minutes will look like.
Mm-hmm.
Then they play the Clippers, Portland, at Portland. That's going to be a big one. Phoenix, the number 1 team in the West. Knicks, very good. Grizzlies will play them tonight. Houston. Indiana, who beat Oklahoma City by 60 over the weekend, pretty much. It's a 57-point win. They were up by 68 at one point in that game. That is pretty amazing. And then they finish up with the Pelicans. That could be
it could be problematic.
Scotty says 1-8. I don't know about that. I think that's got a, but that could be a 3-6 type situation. That for sure. That could be an under 500. Especially if LeBron is not 100%.
If you want to see some hijinks, let the Lakers be in the play-in. You're going to see some dastardly deeds on your television. Like, just get ready for that, man.
What about LeBron's comments?
What did he say?
On that? He said whoever came up with the play-in, whoever came up with that S needs to be fired.
Your owner came up with it, LeBron. Your governor.
Well, I got even better news.
The governor of your team. Maybe take
let's go back to some key quotes from a certain. Let me look at the name on these quotes. LeBron James.
Oh, okay.
A gentleman named LeBron James, March 26th, 2020, says one thing you can't just do is go straight to the playoffs because it discredits the games the guys had fighting for that position. You got Portland, you got Memphis, New Orleans, Sacramento tinkering around there. So if there's 5 or 10 games left, why not those guys battle it out? Make them play each other all 5 games. Well, that's LeBron advocating for a play-in when a season is shortened.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Well, this year's a season shortened, and there's a play-in game. That's but when you guys are down there, whoever came up with this S needs to be fired. Okay. LeBron sometimes makes it hard for guys like me who I really like LeBron. I really have a lot of respect for what he's done on the court and off the court. Tremendous, all that. But, man, he makes it hard sometimes. Because this is some straight-up baby stuff. This is wah. I just filled my diaper with a bunch of doo-doo. Because that's what he's doing.
Call
911. Somebody change me.
Call 911 for a ambulance. Get one of those.
I made a stinky in my diaper. Oh, come on, LeBron.
Bro, why don't we play the Lakers in the play-in and put them folks out into their season? Bro, that would be hype. I ain't gonna lie.
Somebody would probably get fired.
Yeah, somebody will get fired. Bro, you would see Adam Silver and the ghost of David Stern come on the court.
Oh. Here's Tim Donaghy. He's going to be the official tonight.
Wait. The ref's down. Someone took out the ref. Who's a goon for the Lakers? Who's their goon guy? Oh, the Morris twin.
My God, it's Earl Hebner. What is he doing?
Right. Which Morris twin they got? Markeith, right?
Yeah, Markeith. They got Keith.
Yeah, I can see Markeith Morris taking a ref out, and then Tim Donaghy just comes out of nowhere.
Tim Donaghy's going to be the new official.
Yeah.
Coming out of nowhere.
And the ghost of David Stern comes on the court. No, it's just with a referee uniform on. Like, wait, what?
Taylor Horton Tucker with a power bomb. Nobody's called. They didn't see it. Oh, God.
Yeah, you can see.
Oh, this is a disgrace.
Yeah, you can see THT just like power bombing Ja while going to the basket.
But no, look, it's Marc Gasol. He's taking off his Lakers jersey. He's got a Grizzlies jersey on. Oh, my God. Oh.
What a moment. We got to go.
We got to go. We're out of time, fans. Oh, who's going to win the play-in game?
Spurs Warriors is next.
We'll find out next week. Good night, fans.
Mortal Kombat the series is next.
That's right. Coming up next, Thunder in Paradise. Ah.
For sure. There's no way they'll let us beat the Lakers, bro. Just know season's over.
No. Marc Gasol, another DNP CD, man. And he's when they're not playing Mark, it's not working out.
He's gonna start getting agitated in a minute. He already has kind of started vocalizing.
That might be one of the reasons why they lose these games. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
LeBron's not playing well. Anthony Davis is not playing well. Both guys trying to come back from injury. And listen to the comments from the Lakers after the game. Obviously, you had LeBron's comments. Whoever came up with that S needs to be fired. But then you have, Anthony Davis saying, You get used to 20 to 25-minute range, and then you push up 10 more minutes, 12 more minutes, and now you got to get that wind playing that long for an entire game. It says it's tough coming in off of minutes restriction like that. Then Kyle Kuzma said after the game, I just don't think we're connected right now. I think we're unhealthy and just not good enough. We're not together as a whole, team, staff, everything. I don't know, man. It's just very tough. It's just an unfortunate situation. It's tough, man. It's just tough. It's very tough. I'm not sure what to do. It's tough, is what Kyle Kuzma is saying. It's very tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough. It's just tough. It's tough. It's very tough. I don't know, man. It's tough. He said tough 4 times. He says tough as much as Taylor Jenkins says obviously, and it's pretty amazing.
Peter, I think we're about to host the Lakers in the play-in game.
Take a drink every time Taylor Jenkins says obviously in a press event.
Or super. No, super get you stupid drunk.
Oh, I think obviously is gonna beat it. Check the transcripts.
You think super will beat obviously?
No, I think obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, obviously is the one. Hold on. Wait, say it again.
You were saying super.
I said super. Yeah, you say obviously.
Yeah.
I better check this. I'll check it. I'll check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to check that.
Yeah, I got.
Send with the archives, Zach.
Which one are you taking, Zach?
I think obviously. He says that a lot.
He says it.
He does open it up with obviously
like,
all the time.
Yeah,
he's like obviously, like
obviously,
he's like,
you know, we didn't have our best tonight, but you know, obviously we got another game, you know, and
obviously we're just gonna have to get better, and obviously it's you know, it's obvious that we're just not where we need to be, and obviously we're gonna work hard, and obviously it's gonna be it's obvious to everybody that obviously we're gonna be better, obviously. Super excited about the chance to get better.
The guys are obviously, you know,
you can tell his heart wasn't in. His heart wasn't in it the other night, though. He's like, you know, we'll just look at this as a chance to get better.
It's like,
oh boy.
Everybody had a sober night for obviously, man.
Ooh boy. So anyway, the Lakers. Listen to Kyle Kuzma though. Is anybody for the Grizzlies speaking that honestly?
No, I don't think they're allowed to.
I kind of like the fact that he's, you know, I mean, it's not the greatest coming up from Kyle Kuzma, you know, but Kuzma's not exactly the ringleader of the whole thing, but it is, you know, it's nice to see somebody being real and saying the real stuff. You know, Dylan Brooks is the only one who's really willing to do that with the Grizzlies.
Yeah,
he's the only one that's really willing to just kind of put it out there like that.
They've done so much conditioning and mind control with these young players. You know, man, a lot of stuff they do, whether it's limited access or, you know, things they tell them, or even trying to like tell their parents who they can talk to and all those type of things. And man, they over time they've conditioned these guys not to have that type of, you know what I mean? Like when you get players that are young, you can kind of, and you drafted them and they're part of your program like that, you can get, they've kind of, you get what I'm trying to say, man. Tag me in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tag in. Like, you get, like,
obviously.
Obviously, yeah. But they've, our guys have, there's a lot of things our players could say and could do. There's a lot of freedom that they have that they don't really understand that they have. They've been kind of, you know, groomed, conditioned, and I don't really think they realize it. But, yeah, praying for those guys. Free the players. They're in the sunken place right now. They're in the media sunken place.
I'm looking back at these quotes from the pregame quotes they typed up from Taylor Jenkins on Friday before the game. And he says, I would say this time of year, obviously trying to find chemistry is a huge thing. Obviously the challenge of having a lot of guys who can contribute and who have contributed all season long. But those are ongoing dialogues that we have with our entire coaching staff. Obviously, I talked to Zach about decisions we're making so he understands what direction we're going. So
obviously,
it's never
nothing.
easy, but obviously we wish we had more practice time, but we're being creative in our film. That's a quote. That's 4 obviously's he hit you with.
Yeah.
And you know what I've said. I'm on record as saying this in my diction. If you are saying obviously,
you're lying. It ain't obvious.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. That's not it. If you are saying obviously, what you're saying is not at all important. If it's obvious, then it doesn't need to be said. If it's something that's obvious,
it's already understood.
Why it's already understood. So you don't need to punctuate it with that. Especially coaches. To me, the tell on that is when coaches say obviously a lot, the tell is that they're saying, what I'm telling you is not anything that's going to be particularly interesting or breaking to you.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be information that you already possess in your mind, and that will be that on that. I do not wish to add to that at this time. So, and that's his prerogative. He doesn't have to. But that's what that says to me. Obviously we like to deal with it. Obviously we like this. Obviously we like okay. Well, then what is it that you're actually saying? It's very much like honestly, like
you're lying.
It's another tell. Like it's another tell of. So you weren't being honest before, or like what is that? What is the? You're being especially honest now, as opposed to just kind of honest previously.
Mm-hmm.
These are all sort of little tells in the language that people throw out there. If it is obvious, I mean, sometimes it is. You do have to set something up by saying like, obviously that's fine. But if you continue to say it over and over, then that's indicative that you're working very hard not to provide relevant information.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. As my screen gets whiter and whiter.
Yeah, you're. Looks like you're
looking
nuclear fallout situation happening right there. I don't know. You got a kind of Sammy Sosa thing going here. You about to
fading into the brightness. There it is. Yeah, that's strange.
Vitiligo deal over here. He's looking.
Is the rapture starting for you, Say?
That's right. It's like Sammy Sosa.
You got the early call from God, man.
What got that glow? Mm-hmm. Can I give a random shout out as we get ready to go to the break too?
Do what now?
Can I give a random shout out as we go to the break?
Random shout out? Sure.
Yeah. Random shout out to guest of the show, friend of the show, Dustin Starr. He opened up his
man.
Opened up
Absolutely.
his wrestling academy, wrestling studio. And when I say the Channel 5 vibes are in the building, man, they were there. Like it was awesome. Like I was proud of him, man. He got a little emotional when he opened up the show, and I was fine with it. Like he deserved it, man. Like he's really been working his butt off, and he's starting to see the fruit of his labor. He had it's his. You know what I mean? So he had it his way. Nice lobby area, perfect size arena to watch the fights in. Great sound, and then it had the sound just kind of set there, like it was loud and it was on top of each other. And just it was cool, man. Of course, I can't talk about what happened because it's taped and we're going to show all that later. But it's great, man. Just great time. And I hope people go out and support what he's doing. Like it was Channel 5. It was the Channel 5 vibes, like the promos at the podium, all that. It was dope. It was dope.
It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic stuff. I love it. I think it's fantastic that he's doing that. It's I know he's been working on it for a long time, as you said, and that's not easy. A lot of different hurdles to jump through and put it together. But not only that, he gets to train guys in that space.
It's his space. He can get in there whenever he needs to. Yeah.
It's really cool. So I'm thrilled, and I'm thrilled you got a chance to go check it out.
It's me, Jason Smith, Gabe, Christopher, Jason Smith's son. We had a great time. You're
hanging out with Jason Smith a lot these days.
That's my guy, man. Of course.
I mean, I love Jason. I just noticed that you do a lot of cross.
Zach. I know. Hey, do it again. Say it again, man.
Huh?
What were you saying about Jason Smith?
You know Jason Smith?
Of course.
Come on, man. Come on. What are we talking about? Yeah, I hang out with my boy, man. What you talking about?
I know. I'm hearing a lot of those references, which is good. Like I said, I need to say hello. I need to stop by and say hello to.
Hang out with the brethren out here.
That's right, my guy. Hadn't seen him in a minute.
Fraternal Order. Fraternal Order.
Absolutely.
The Memphis radio host. We all hang out.
Absolutely.
Y'all didn't know that?
Absolutely. Small business.
And when we hang out and get to talking, you see people turn around confused, like, wait, I know those voices, but I'm like that's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be hearing them at the same time. Yeah.
Right. I know.
Like, wait, who are y'all? Wait, huh?
Remix.
Yeah.
It's the remix.
Remix.
We got some interesting comments coming in. Hit us up on the Twitter. I'm at Peter Emerson. He's at Sane Asylum. Let us know what you think because we can't do our normal texts because of technical stuff. Oh, what at Rack City Zach? You want?
I like some fan engagement. Don't leave me out.
Don't leave it, man.
Right, fine. At Rack City Zach. Until you start spelling your name,
these folks making songs.
I can't get behind it.
These folks making songs for you and everything, man.
Literally.
I know. I still can't get behind it though, Zach. I told you that. We've talked about that before. Until you start spelling your name right, I can't fully engage.
It goes with the word rack. Rack with a K, Zach with a K. Yeah. Then I obviously spell it with.
If that was the only way you did that, then fine.
You said it's because of Zach Morris or something. Else.
No,
exactly.
Who is he?
What did he say?
Who? If it's good enough for Zach Randolph, it's good enough for Zach Kleiman, and it's good enough for you. I don't know what their ZACH.
He did it from Zach from Power Rangers. That's right.
Yeah,
same thing. You kind of got the Zach from Power Rangers vibe too, Zach.
I do, man.
That's for sure.
That was the show growing up, man.
See, you see,
we'll come back.
It's stuff like this. Let me know that you're 30 years old, Zach.
How?
Exactly. You did not grow up on Power Rangers.
We got let's take a break.
Hang up.
Hang me up. Hour number 2. Continue. Stick around.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on AM 560, 98.5 FM, and 96.1 FM.
It's happening again at Family Leisure. Don't miss out again this summer because pools are going fast. Spas in stock now, too, and they're ready for delivery. New 2021 patio furniture, state-of-the-art in stock now, and up to 20% off select sets. Swing into spring with a brand new play gym, professional installation available. The temperature's rising, and so is the service at Family Leisure. Family Leisure, I-40 and Whidden Road, where family and fun come together.
Hello, I'm a unicorn. Yes, one of those. Everyone's tried to find me, but most can't, unless they're ZipRecruiter. If you've hired before, you understand it's quite hard to find a unicorn. You know, someone who's perfect for your role. So how does ZipRecruiter do it so quickly? ZipRecruiter's technology matches your job up with the right people for your role and invites them to apply, so you get brilliant candidates fast.
Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Did you know nearly 40% of men under 40 and over 75% of men over the age of 40 experience sexual performance concerns? At the Memphis Men's Clinic, their experienced physician performs a comprehensive evaluation that determines which specific issues may interfere with your sexual performance. These issues can vary and range from anxiety to medical issues, low testosterone, or erectile dysfunction. The Memphis Men's Clinic has evaluated hundreds of men of all ages over the years and reestablished a normal sexual life. The Memphis Men's Clinic will work aggressively to resolve issues and allow you to restore your sexual health and overall well-being. That's the Memphis way. If you're 20 years old or 90 years old, come and get cared for the Memphis way. Treatment that's based on your specific needs after a professional clinical evaluation by their experienced board-certified physician. Call the Memphis Men's Clinic today at 901-443-0475 or visit memphismensclinic.com.
Sports 56 traffic.
So we still working an accident on Walnut Grove by Poplar Avenue. And then we have a road closure on Woodlawn Street between Sycamore View and Court Street out in Bartlett, where a tree came down overnight. So that area has been closed. That's Woodlawn Street between Sycamore View and Court Street. And then now we're dealing with delays on the Bill Morris Parkway. Eastbound between I-240 and Ridgeway. So there no accidents there, just heavy traffic this morning. Guys, just take it easy out on the roads. We're still dealing with rain today, so take it easy. This is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good. I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool. Right. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D, don't believe in T-H-O-T. She keep playing me dumb. I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental. Let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out.
Man, BK shocked me.
No, I'm stunned. Stunned by Brevin's playlist, but in a good way. Man, you may have to give me a link to this. You may have to shoot me the info on this one. This is good.
I got you. The song is called Astronaut in the Ocean by Masked Wolf. Mask with the E.
Astronaut in the Ocean, you said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a innuendo?
Could be. Well, the guy is from Australia. Yeah. I'll put it there. From the land down under.
Australian rap. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know kangaroos?
Oh, wait a minute.
Do you know koala bears?
Of course.
Brett Line is so good. Of course. Bro, you know you're a celebrity when you're agitated about people asking you about, do you know two of the most famous women in hip-hop ever?
Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
There's another obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Obviously. Of course. Oh, so we were talking about the play-in situation. But that, by the way, is Brevin Knight's playlist. Brevin's going to join us at 9 o'clock to talk about where the Grizzlies are and and all that stuff. Brevin's been blessing us with this playlist this morning. It's been a very good one. I'm a bit surprised. My prediction was a much smoother, little older school situation. Not the case. Brevin surprising us with some
definitely
some newer jams.
Last night he hit me. Last night he hit me with the trap door. He said he's like, "What? You got two doors. We're gonna go this way, go that way." And I was like let's just go. Let's go right. So this is the right playlist right now.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
What was some of the stuff?
The left
Wednesday we playing this other one. Is that on our free day? We gonna play
okay.
BK's other playlist.
All right, I got to get with BK.
Oh, he didn't actually send you to?
Oh, he didn't send it to you?
No.
Okay.
That's why the trap door was.
Oh, okay,
so it was like you got to choose.
You got one choice. I got you.
But I mean, we can ask BK.
Yeah.
We can
go ahead and send us a Wednesday playlist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So this. We were talking about the play-in situation and all of that because the Grizzlies are very much in the mix there, and the Lakers could be the opponent very, very easily. Could be the opponent in that 7-8 game. The question is going to be: are the Grizzlies going to be in the 8 or are they going to be in the 10?
Man, I love. You never lied because we're closer to 11 than we are 6. So,
for sure.
Of course, but
I mean. Sixers did the Grizzlies a favor last night by
they beat
the Spurs.
Yep.
In last-second tip-in from Ben Simmons. The Warriors have not played particularly well, though they did win last time out. Grizzlies with a half-game lead over the Warriors. A loss tonight would put them in a tie with the Warriors. And as you mentioned, only a game ahead of the Spurs. Now, as far as being out of the playoffs altogether, at this point, the Pelicans are 2.5 back of the Spurs for that 10th spot, 3.5 back of the Grizzlies altogether. Grizzlies do play the Pelicans one more time before the end of the season, so there is that, and the Grizzlies, for whatever reason, cannot beat the Pelicans. Just one of those things. But the Pelicans start a 2-game set with Golden State tonight. They play them twice in the Smoothie King Center before embarking on a 5-game road trip. So if they win both of those games, those are huge, huge play-in games tonight. If the Pelicans win both of those games, all of a sudden now they are within a game of Golden State. So that's huge for them. If they lose both of those, that might be it for them. Because after that, they go to Philly, tough situation there. At Charlotte, then at Memphis, and we know what happens with the Grizzlies and the Pelicans play. At Dallas, at Golden State. So they play Golden State 3 times before the end of the season. That's why they're not out of this thing. If they catch a streak and beat Golden State all 3 of those times, they'll jump them in the standings. So not out of the realm of possibility that the Pelicans could be in the mix. And then they finish with the Lakers, and boy, that could be a fascinating one.
Really could. The Pelicans on paper, you with the schedule they have, the ball is in their court. It was in their court last year when they had the easiest schedule remaining. There was all these talks about how they had such an easy schedule, and they're only 3 games behind the Grizzlies, and they played them 3 times. All these things, and they still came in 13th or whatever they came in. I'm not. Let me see. Zach? I'm asking the question. Do I think that the Pelicans are going to blow this opportunity?
Of course.
They're not going to do anything, man. I don't have any faith in New Orleans. Like, why should I? We need to beat them, though. That'll be our Super Bowl. That'll be our championship. Just put a banner up if we beat them.
That's the thing. The Grizzlies struggle with the – so you have Golden State 3 times, Grizzlies, Dallas, and Lakers. All of those teams are in the mix for the play-in. So technically they are really – in spite of the fact that they're 2.5 games back of the 10th spot and 3.5 back of the Grizzlies, they're kind of in control of their own destiny here to some degree. If they win those games, they're going to be in.
You mean you're talking about the Pelicans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If the Pelicans win those games, if they win all 3 against the Golden State Warriors, they're in.
That ain't happening. Oh, if the Pelicans get in the play-in, it's going to be the Lakers and no.
Yeah.
I don't think the NBA is trying to force the Pelicans thing as much as they were. Because Zion's kind of a different type of player. They thought he'd be this. Well, shoot, he is point Zion now. So
he's good. That's all. I don't know.
Incredible.
He's really, really good. So I don't know what you want to say about him exactly. 27.7 rebounds, 4 assists a game. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good player. He's doing a lot of. I will say his highlights are not probably what they expected. I don't think they expected his highlights to just be him bowling into people and laying the ball up. So that's kind of what he's doing.
Dropping the shoulder and,
Yeah, just plowing into dudes, running, top of the key. They're running high pick and rolls for him, though, as a ball handler. It's pretty crazy. Like, he's the ball handler that they're up like 30 feet away from the basket running a pick and roll and letting him just get downhill and just run super fast and just truck into dudes. And I don't really know how you stop that other than take a bunch of charges, and that's unpleasant.
Will we see Brandon Clark versus Zion Williamson? He's missed every game they played against the Pelicans.
Well, will we see Brandon Clark against anybody right now?
Whoa.
Because we didn't see him against the Magic, so. BC
has been basic cardio here lately. Just out there running and jumping.
He's I mean, the Grizzlies tonight, man. Oh, boy, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just it's gotten very funky. And not in a good way, not in the way that you like.
We should have consolidated the trade deadline, Peter. We should have did some 2-for-1s.
I don't know that they were out there. I'm not sure that was really out there.
If anything, you could trade guys away for a second, couple seconds, a late first. Come on, man. Grayson Allen was hot at the deadline. You think we couldn't have got a late first, man?
I don't think so, no.
Of course.
I don't think so. I think you could have gotten a second or two for sure, but that'd be. I don't know. Everyone. I mean, Grayson's he's having a good year. But
you could have got something for Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, but I don't know. They're it's a. The thing is with the roster, with Justice Winslow being as bad as he's been, it really makes things difficult. And I saw somebody talk about how, Justice Winslow's ceiling is what Kyle Anderson is now. True or false?
No, it's not true. Ceiling? Like, shoot, whatever this version of him is, though, because we don't know if he's the same athletically. We don't know. Like, we honestly don't.
I'm just going to remind you. Let me remind you again that Justice Winslow
is the worst player in the NBA right now.
The worst offensive player in the NBA, for sure. And that throughout the course of his season, Anthony saying his career, he has shot. He's shooting 12% from three this year, 12.5% from three on 2 attempts.
12.5%. No, it's so trash. If you shot 100 threes, you made 12 of them. I can go out there and do that. I can do that right now. You put me in a corner, you give me 100 jump shots, I can hit 12 of them.
Last year, he was a comparatively excellent 22% from three. The years before that, it was 38 and 37. So it's like, okay. And then before that, it was 20 and 28. So it seems
we've got tape. We've got a resume of Justice Winslow being a average to above average NBA player, man. You know what I mean?
Not offensively. Not offensively, we don't. No, we don't. Defensively, absolutely. Offensively, he has never been.
It never happened.
The best he has ever been in effective field goal percentage. He's never been better than in the 32nd percentile, which means that the bottom 2/3 or the bottom third of the league. And in 3 of his 6 career seasons, he has been in the bottom 5%. This year, he is in the bottom 1%.
It never happened. It's false.
So let me say that again. The bottom 1%.
Yeah. So Peter,
in terms of points per shot attempts, points per 100 shot attempts. So that means trips to the line, including when you're fouled. The points scored per 100 shot attempts. You would like that number to be well over 100, because you would like for those points to go in. 3-pointers would be nice if you get fouled and ones, although that counts. Right. He is at 73.6, which is
not good.
Bottom 1% of the league.
Well, Peter, I've thrown out that I do believe that the Grizzlies have already made a decision on whether they're going to opt in or opt out of Justice Winslow. Mm-hmm. And I've suggested they just shut him down for the year. Bubble wrap him. Make sure he's healthy going into the offseason. Based on the things you're saying, are you saying that you support that?
Absolutely. I think it's best for him, and it's definitely best for the team.
What say you, Zach?
I think they're gonna opt him in. They're gonna opt him in. They're gonna opt him in. They're gonna go the route of what they did with Kyle Anderson. Give him a full off season. Mm-hmm. If they need to do surgery, let them have surgery.
Surgery on what? This is not an injury.
No, it's like
he just needs to
just a full off season. Just get back healthy. Get back to doing basketball related drills.
The issue I'm saying, and I say this as someone who supported the.
He might need some surgery on that jump shot.
That's what I mean. I mean, he's gonna need some significant surgery on that jump shot. He's gonna need a transfusion of some sort. Because they're but
Steve Kerr don't need his jump shot no more. Maybe we can get Steve Kerr's jumper or something.
As I said, I say this as somebody who was full disclosure, I was a fan of getting him. Mm-hmm. But all of his value has come on the defensive end in his career. I mean, every bit of it. He has never, ever, 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 ever been even okay, offensively. Like, it just has never happened. He's the closest he's been is, a few little moments here and there playing, point guard for Miami. But that's been about it. Like, everything else, he's been a severe negative on the offensive end. All of his value has come on the defensive end. And this year, even that is not quite what it was. His value when he's playing the 4, he's been really bad defensively. He's been better as a 3 or as a 1 defensively for the Grizzlies. But that's still TBD. So I don't know. To me, just shut him down. You just can't. You can't put a guy out there with numbers as bad as his and tell people that you're actually trying to win. Just can't happen. We'll come back. We'll think about that. Get ready for BK. Who's going to join us at 9 o'clock. Mayor Mike's going to join at 9:30. We have a lot to get to here. Real Sports Talk. Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio. We are Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Grind City Brewing Company is taking care of beerness in Memphis. Grind City Brewing is the dream of a father and son duo to create a brand that delivers a high quality, great tasting, and easy drinking craft beer. And they've done it. The brewery sits high above the city elevation in uptown Memphis with 15,000 square feet of beerness, including a 5,000 square foot tap room. Grind City Brewing is committed to all things Memphis, including the Tigers. They have created a malt liquor called Tiger Tail that is the official craft beer of the University of Memphis. Tiger Tail comes in 16-ounce six-packs and is not your typical malt liquor. Tiger Tail is crafted with a bold and smooth flavor, has 7.5% alcohol, and its clean finish makes it incredibly easy drinking. Tiger Tail and Grind City Brewing, taking care of beerness in Memphis.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
If you're going on vacation, making a college campus visit, or if business takes you out of town, there's just no better place to board your dog than Barks and Recreation, 965 Reddock Cove between Bud Davis Cadillac and the Blue Plate Cafe in East Memphis. Boarding, daycare, grooming, we have the best of everything at Barks. Indoor-outdoor kennels so your family member can go in and out as they please. Indoor and outdoor play areas. 4 walks a day, group play, and individual attention from the best staff in the Mid-South, which includes an overnight staff to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
Face bomb, abs tight, rack stuck up, shack height, jury on me, flashlight. I've been listening since last night. Hit 'em with that good, make you wanna act right. Broke boys don't deserve no kitty. I know that's right. Big bag, bustin' out the Bentley band. Take 'em in Balenciaga, brought it back, no how I give it up. It's big bags, bustin' out the Bentley band. Take 'em in, Birkin back.
Okay.
It's up, then it's stuck, Pete. You know it.
That's what I've heard. Of course.
So once it's up there, it's up there. You hear me?
Then it's
Once you squeeze the toothpaste out the tube, it's out. It's out, man.
It's out. Can't.
If it's up, it's stuck.
You
You hear me? Real talk.
If it's up, then it's up. Oh, it's good stuff.
Once you put Justice Winslow in the lineup, he in that joint.
You could take him out. You could. It's not,
Actually, that's not how it works.
Yeah. It's actually that's not how it works. I got some information that might be relevant there for that situation. We're talking. It's hour number 2.
Not this time. No, not this time.
Oh man. All right. So as we continue here, we'll talk to Brevin Knight coming up at 9:00. It's a got an injury situation too from Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, both colliding with just 40 seconds left in the game. Tatum says he feels okay. Brown seemed like it was a little more of a concern about what was going on with him. They lost the game. Celtics is such another weird team. Celtics have a fair bit in common with the Grizzlies this year.
Yep.
Just weird. It seems like they should be a little more together, a little better, and yet it just doesn't seem like it's happening for them for whatever reason. It just doesn't seem feels like they should be a lot better off than in the play-in, but that's where they are right now. They're in the 7th spot, a game back of the Heat, and right there. And they'll be in that playoff place? Spot. Yeah, Boston's in 7th spot right now.
Wow.
It's just what it's been that kind of year for them. They've really struggled. So I don't know. I mean, they feels like they should be better. They have the 5th best point differential, but they're the 7th spot. They've lost a lot of games that they don't need to be losing. They're a game back of the Hawks. I mean, to me, if you ask me, are the Celtics better than the Hawks? I mean, they certainly should be, but that's where they are. Grizzlies are playing the Knicks tonight. The Knicks are in the 4th spot right now. They're 7 back.
Who's in 5th? Miami?
Hawks. Hawks 5.
Heat 6.
Heat 6.
So the playoffs were today to be Hawks and Knicks. Peter just turned to a bunny rabbit just then.
Yeah, see, it's my magic trick right there.
Boom, dum, dum, dum.
Check it out. See
what
happened? Oh my goodness! Yeah, the Sixers and the Nets going at it. The Nets Bucks. Did you see that? Very very good matchup.
Yep.
Still not a full strength Nets team, but that's what we saw. Not a full strength Nets team. Bucks did what they had to do to get it done, and I think the East is actually going to be compelling this year. I'm surprised.
We say that every year. Then teams just get.
No, I don't think we say that every year.
You said it before.
I really think it's actually going to be compelling this year.
I'm here for it. I like for it to be.
In the semifinals, once you get to the semifinals,
yeah, it's gonna be good.
It'll certainly be the Sixers, Nets, Bucks, and somebody.
But
else.
last year's semifinals was good too. Now in the bubble.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah,
it was very
for
good.
sure.
No, I think in the East we have like 4. I mean, like there's this year there's 3 elite teams, and everybody else is kind of whatever. But I think there's 5 or 6 interesting teams. In addition to the elite teams, so they're actually that's actually good stuff. In some respects, more so than the West. The Suns and the Jazz are tied atop the Western Conference right now. Isn't that amazing?
Who would?
I think everyone's still thinking that the Clippers and Lakers and all that stuff. You're still going to see so much of them, but
the whole season
it's the Suns and the Jazz right now.
Yeah,
that are absolutely the top of the West. There could be a changing of the guard. Could be an interesting
for sure,
an interesting situation at the top. Speaking of which, did we talk? We didn't get a chance to talk about it because it was on Friday. Jason Tatum, 60
went
points.
off. He helped us too because that was against the Spurs, right? Hold on.
It was.
Yeah,
yes.
He helped us out. Yeah.
Whew.
Zach had a great observation over the break, too, about the Grizzlies loss, something I haven't heard anyone talk about. But Zach brought it up. He said, wait, are you telling me we lost to the team who didn't even have their coach? I was like, yes, that is true.
Yep. Didn't have Ty Corbin was the interim coach
for that night.
Steve Clifford is out with COVID situations. Not only did they not have that, they didn't have. I mean, they were missing. They had 9 healthy players. So yeah, it was that's what I mean. It's a terrible loss.
And we lost to a dude who was wearing goggles in college, a point guard who was wearing goggles. Come on, man.
And he's talking trash.
And he's got the dreads with the headband over the dreads with the droopy dog look.
Just
thing.
like BC, man.
No, yeah, like BC. And what's your boy?
I hate that.
I hate that look. And your boy,
Rondé Hollis.
No. God, Minnesota Timberwolves looks like
D'Lo.
Yeah.
Oh, D'Angelo Russell.
Every dude who wears his hair like that, you just look like basketball is the last thing you want to be doing.
Yeah, they look.
The Teen Wolf look is trash. Like, don't stop doing it. And Cole Anthony, and it is
no.
Out there looking like Damian Lillard last play of the game. What are we doing? This dude had goggles on in college. Dude was playing with goggles.
Cole Anthony. I mean, Cole. Ugh.
That dude's got game though. He's decent.
Oh yeah, he was in college. He was very very hyped going into North Carolina. It just he got injured, and then he kind of it was a weird season for everybody. And so Carolina's season was extremely weird, and he ended up coming back, even though like you thought he was going to opt out, and I don't know, it just he's got game. He can be a good one. He outplayed Ja.
Facts.
I mean, it's just what it is. I don't know, man. Maybe I feel like maybe do we expect too much? I don't know.
Stu's got goggles on.
I don't think we expect too much of Joe.
No.
But his decision making down the stretch of games now,
it gets a little weird.
Can we talk about that? Is that is that illegal to talk to criticize Ja these days?
I bet you won't ask him in the Zoom call. Bet you won't.
20 points.
He gonna come at you, and the Ja Hive gonna come at you after the game.
20 points.
You got my you know my PayPal, so
7 assists.
I'm sure you're anti Cash App for some reason though. It's come on, break it down. Break it down why we shouldn't use Cash App, Peter. Is it making computers harvesting too much?
For sure. I mean, well, look at your boy, the congressman down in Florida who's in that trouble for allegedly funding 17-year-old.
I'm out.
You remember that whole thing?
No, I have no clue what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Zach knows what I'm talking about. Money, drugs, etc. And part of it is because he Venmo'd the cash over.
Come on, now.
And, yeah.
What's the one rule they tell you, man? Don't leave a paper trail.
Don't Venmo? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he thought about
trail.
it or not, but he Venmo'd. Yeah.
I'm not condoning the actions, but if you're going to do it, don't leave a paper trail if you're not trying to get caught.
Exactly right. Thank you for not condoning the actions, Zach. I was wondering whether you condoned.
No, I don't. Clearly,
sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Right. Just to clarify, people like to confuse things these days.
There you go. Hour number 3 on the way. Brevin Knight going to join us. Mayor Mike's going to join us. It's going to be a busy one. Stick around. You're going to enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Tito Beveridge, founder and master distiller at Tito's Handmade Vodka. In 1997, I started the first micro distillery in the state of Texas with my dog, Dog Joe, at my side. We're still working with dogs out at the distillery after all these years. Learn more about how dogs are a part of life here at Tito's Handmade Vodka at vodkafordogpeople.com. Tito's Handmade Vodka is made from corn and naturally gluten-free. Cheers. 80 proof Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Tito'sVodka.com.
Frontier Western Store is open and ready to serve you for all your needs in boots, apparel, pet food, and more. Frontier is proud to be a local leader here in the Mid-South when it comes to boots. Stop by the store today for an incredible selection of name brand work and dress boots. Come browse aisles and aisles of top quality boots at everyday low prices in their world-famous boot showroom. Dan Post, Rocky, Durango, Twisted X, Georgia, Ariat, and many more. There's so many styles, colors, and fits available, you might need a hand picking out your favorites. Luckily, Frontier's knowledgeable sales staff will cheerfully assist you with any questions you have and ensure the proper fit of your new boots. Frontier also has an amazing selection of jeans and shirts by Wrangler, Ariat, and Carhartt, as well as a fully stocked women's boutique department with thousands of tops and dresses at unbelievable prices. New arrivals often. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated since 1967.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. You've heard me talk about how we offer the best products, the best warranties, and the best services for years. Now let's talk about pricing. Pricing should never be the only reason you hire a contractor, but in today's world, pricing is always a consideration. So we suggest you get 2 or 3 estimates for your roof replacement from a reputable, licensed, and insured company, and then give us a call. If we can't beat your best price for a comparable roof system by more than $100, we'll give you $100. It's that simple. We are so sure we can offer you the best price, beating all other qualified companies. We will hand you $100 if we can't, and thank you for the opportunity. So give us a call. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Make $100? Fiveash Roof Services, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Fiveash Roof Services, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
I'm here with the great Pat Donahue from the Rendezvous Restaurant Shipping Department.
Thanks, Brett. We've been shipping our ribs all over the country now for decades from our USDA-inspected shipping kitchen in the Pinch District. We hand-cook our ribs in pits that Mr. Charlie built over charcoal, just like they do at the restaurant.
So what comes in a rib box?
We could do pork shoulder, we could do ribs, our sauce, seasoning, baked beans, coleslaw. We'll even throw in Pancho's cheese dip with our nacho boxes. We also put a bag of Rendezvous seasoned popcorn, heating instructions, some chef hats, some wet naps, and some other helpful tips from our kitchen. We ship our ribs overnight, exclusively FedEx. And we put them in nice packaging. We don't ever want to use styrofoam, so we use corrugated cardboard, actually 2 boxes that fit nice together. So the ribs get to you, your loved ones, or your clients in a safe, wholesome manner. Rendezvous ribs are perfect for out-of-town clients, customers, loved ones. We also ship ribs for any occasion.
Where do we order these great ribs?
You can go to www.hogsfly.com or give us a call at 1-888-464-7359.
Charlie Burgos' Rendezvous Restaurant in the alley since 1948.
Help Heal Veterans helps veterans with PTSD and stress from military service and isolation during the coronavirus. For the next minute, let's take a minute to relieve stress together. We'll do the 4-7-8 breathing exercise. First, sit with your back straight. Second, place your tongue against the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth. Now, exhale through your mouth and around your tongue. If this seems awkward, shape your lips like you're whistling. Close your mouth and inhale through your nose for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for the count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale completely through your mouth. Make a whoosh sound and count to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do this cycle 3 more times. Learn more at healvets.org. This message is furnished by Help Heal Veterans.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
Right now, we're working an accident on not Bill Morris Parkway, but on Poplar Avenue at Kirby Parkway. The accident is happening right in the middle of the intersection there. So 2 of the lanes on Poplar Avenue are blocked right now at this time. So that's Poplar Avenue at Kirby Parkway. Also, we're still dealing with morning delays on Bill Morris Parkway eastbound between I-240 at Ridgeway. And then also, if you are in the Bartlett area, Woodlawn Street between Sycamore View and Court Street is currently closed due to a tree falling down overnight. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Think it's best I put my heart on ice, cause I can't breathe.
Man, put my heart on ice. Something like that probably would hurt.
Woo! Heart on ice, baby.
Yeah, that's something I gotta have some real. Yeah, I don't think that would feel good.
No, I don't think that's good at all.
No.
That's what happens, though. Oh, man.
But don't put it on your sleeve. That would probably hurt too, to put your heart on your sleeve. Yep.
They ask me if I know Rod Wave. I say,
look out. Ain't even ready.
Let me try that again. They ask me if I know Rod Wave. I say,
try not to. Oh, man.
Of course.
Oh. That's the kind of impeccable timing that
we expect
known for years, Zach. We love. We just boom, you got it.
Yeah.
On lock.
Well, I didn't catch it until late. I was like, oh, I guess that was my cue, right?
You're doing so well the whole day. It's all good though, Zach. We ain't mad.
Well-oiled machine, baby.
Well, speaking of knowing celebrities.
Oh yeah. As we begin hour number 3, presented by our friends at Acura of Memphis. in kind of a muggy, rainy it's going to be that kind of a day, humid, kind of warm, going to be reminiscent of summer. I don't know, man. We're trying to get to catch that vibe, and I appreciate the fact that our friend Brevin Knight, TV analyst for the Grizzlies, former Grizzly himself, one of the 20 bobbleheads in the 20th anniversary Grizzlies bobblehead collection. Brevin blessed us with some music this morning. And Brevin, I got to say, before we talk about the team itself, tell us about the playlist, because I think we had a little expectation of one thing, and you kind of hit us. You kind of surprised us a little bit. What goes into the playlist?
Well, I think at this point, the playlist is for listening now has a lot to do with my son, and because I ride around with him so much, it's no longer. I don't control the radio.
Oh yeah, the aux.
Fully
been snatched.
Exactly. I've heard a lot of stuff that if you just otherwise, I probably would not pick up on my own. So it's all a vibe, man. I get into some stuff today, but I'm still a big 2000s, 90s hip hop guy. Like I still like old school hip hop when I really get in my mood. But a lot of today's stuff is more beat oriented for me than what they're saying.
Yeah, see, that was kind of my thought too. I'm with you that I typically like more lyrical. I don't know, like more storytelling, type of stuff in my hip hop, as opposed to the sort of the vibe and kind of just a flow or a chill kind of thing. This mumble rap, I don't know. That's not.
I don't do the mumble rap. And I tell my son that all the time. Just tell me what they said. What did he say? I bop to the beat with you, but understand I don't know one word of what he said. And I told maybe I'm old. Maybe I got old ears now. You know, when I was younger. When you were younger, you understood everything.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not as much that, Brevin, like you said. We've gotten older. Like I hear people say all the time, "Oh, this new rap is crap. I don't even know what they're talking about." Guess what? Our parents didn't understand what we were listening to either, and we thought it was amazing. Yep. Like it ain't particular that the music got worse. Yeah, we just got old. Yep. We got old for sure.
That's okay. Listen, I tell everybody, when you stop getting old, that's when it's a problem.
Oh yeah, you're in a bad place, buddy.
You only go one direction, and it's either get older or get underground, and I'd rather be getting older. Compared to those two things. Mm-hmm. So BK, what like you sometimes I can kind of I feel as though because I watch you. Obviously, I've known you for a long time, but I mean, watching you even on the broadcast with Pete, I can kind of sometimes I feel like I can sense the undertones of what you're saying in your commentary.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I can feel as though some comments are made perhaps through some gritted teeth. I felt a bit of frustration perhaps on Saturday at the way the Grizzlies sort of played with their food and ended up losing the game that they needed to win. What do you attribute the lack of killer instinct or this thing that the Grizzlies have been going through of late?
Well, I think the reason why you would ever hear any of that in my voice, my tones, is because when you're around this game for as long as I've been around this game, and you have an opportunity to continue to better your playoff positioning, continue to better yourself as a team, and you let those things go by the wayside. I've had too many instances where you start to look back and say, "What if?" And when you build up that many what if scars, then you see when it's happening again. And it's something that it's almost like a parent with your kids. You want to try to shield them from as much adversity as possible. And so with this team, it's kind of like the feeling of, I want to keep you guys from having to go through any type of heartache when it's in your hand. Like a lot of times you don't control your destiny. But this team, they're in a position where they have a great opportunity to control that destiny. And so I think a lot of it just has to do with having to be in these situations enough to then understand the gravity of it all. And we don't have to look any further than what the Trailblazers are doing at this point. I mean, they were a team that people said were on the descent and weren't going to play well. Well, they got veteran guys. And then now they turn around and look, they're tied for the 5, 6, 7 right now. And so the understanding of the time understanding of what your opportunity and your window looks like. And so it's one in which you would like for this team to take full advantage of. And so, when you see that not happening, that is when a little bit of the frustration kicks in, only because, as I said, I have so many scars from not making it, being close, maybe getting there and wishing you had done something more. And so it's kind of like you just want them to not have to go through that.
Brevin, we joked about you having a bobblehead in this set of bobbleheads that the Grizzlies brought out to commemorate their 20th anniversary. What is that like to have the organization acknowledge you for not only for your time as being a player and a commentator with the team?
Well, it was a huge surprise to me. It wasn't something that I was expecting at all. And then to see it was it always makes you feel good to realize that you've had an impact on people, but you've had an impact on an organization that was a positive one, and for them to feel as though you're one of the people that exemplify what the organization is all about. And that's a great tribute. It's a good pat on the back, but I also acknowledge that there's a lot of people, a lot of coaches, a lot of players I played with. Then even on this broadcast side with Pete and Fish and Vernon and all the people behind the scenes, there have been a lot of people that have helped me get to this point. So it was a great honor. And the other thing I said was good was you see so many bobbleheads from back in the day that don't look like the people at all. And at least for me, I waited long enough to where the technology was so good that they can make one that legitimately looks, just like me, all the way down to my strong cheekbones.
Man, my kids, because the Grizzlies sent out a whole bunch of them to the various media covering the Grizzlies this weekend. So my kids, we got out all the bobbleheads and set them up this weekend, and I got to explain who everybody was to my kids. I was like, okay, well, here's Ja, here's Jaren, here's Mike Miller, etc. I was like, and here's Brevin, and look, here's what Brevin does. And my kids are interested in the TV side and technology side and stuff, so they've listened, they know you anyway. But it was kind of cool to see the whole the thing and remind them that you were a player at one point, that you did play for the team, that was your actual uniform. It did happen. That was a good.
Desmond Bain is wearing my number.
Right.
That's what I always tell me. So I'll let you wear my number.
That's right. For now, you can borrow it just for a little before it goes up in the rafters. That's exactly right. You can put it up there.
It may say Rudy Gay underneath it, but that's okay. It still says 22.
Exactly. Brevin, you were talking about the broadcast side. I'm not sure if this story is really out here. I'm not aware of it, so I'm asking you now. What was your path to getting into the broadcast side, and was that something that you saw as a player, and how did you get into that side of your career?
Well, the NBA Players Association does a fantastic job with summer programs, and those that in various areas, whether you want to continue in education for those guys that haven't finished, for those guys that want to get graduate degrees or further education, if you want to go into the business world, whatever you would like to get into, they have programs for, and they have a broadcasting program. And so I did I think 3 of the programs, did the broadcasting one, and that one really caught me. And so kind of just stayed on that path. And then when I retired, did the radio, just did a kind of an internship radio thing with the, at that time they were still the Bobcats because I was living in Charlotte. And just they didn't have a radio analyst. And so I just, I asked them if it would be all right for me to be their radio analyst, as an internship to get used to the job. And while I was doing that, I was also doing college games, Pac-12 Network, and for Fox, doing the Big East. And so the next year was when Michael Heisley, God rest his soul, Sean Toohey wanted to cut back some because the movie The Blind Side had just come out. They were doing a lot of speaking engagement. Exactly. Yeah. It was real big time stuff. So he needed time off, and so Mr. Heisley said he would like for to have a former player. If they could find a former Grizzly player, that would be even better. And I was like, well, here I am, and we kept our relationship from my time playing here, and so when that happened, came in, did the interview. Randy Stevens, who was the director at that time, said if I would like to come on board, and say 11 years ago, this all started with just calling some games, but doing the pre-game, halftime, pre and post game show, and then it just evolved from there. And so I knew I wanted to stay around basketball. Wasn't too thrilled with the coaching, just because I wanted to stop so much of the moving around, the hustle and bustle, and this allowed me to enjoy some more family time without the ripping and running.
I got you.
It's been good. I've always said, without bias or anything, man. Just seeing a lot of broadcast teams around. You guys do a really good job of keeping it as honest as you possibly can, given the scenario. And when things are happening like they are now, it makes it particularly tricky, because this team is testing you guys a little bit, testing the limits of some of the things and the tolerance levels of certain aspects of things. Let me ask you this, Brevin. I'll be as candid as I can be. The rotations that you're seeing out there, and that's not the only reason why the team lost. They didn't apply themselves. They didn't play with the force that they needed to. All of that stuff. But the rotations, we talked about Justice Winslow's offensive numbers are literally unprecedented for a guy playing as many minutes as he has. Jaren coming off the bench, not being able to figure out who your backup 4 is going to be. Does that have an effect on players in the locker room in terms of the mentality that they approach the game with?
Well, it could. The one difference, I think, a little bit with this team is that because there has been the mixing and matching, guys playing. Some guys will be in a starting lineup, then guys get hurt, then some guys are back onto the bench. They've become accustomed to that revolving door in some ways. But as you start to get further and further into the season, as a player, you would like to know what your rotation is. You would like to know when I'm going into the game, what is expected of me. That's your comfort of going into the gym every day. And with this team, guys you had to be flexible with what that looks like. And then once Jaren came back, you knew that it was going to throw a little bit more of a monkey wrench into the plans. And so until they are comfortable with him going into the starting lineup, because we all know at some point in time he's going to start, then guys are going to have to just pretty much stay on their toes as to when their number is called. But at the end of the day, you would like for there to be some level of continuity with who plays at what time, and then what guys play with each other. You can go through a season and guys kind of mixing it in and out, but there comes a time where certain guys are just comfortable playing in certain units at certain times. So I think that it's been an adjustment for them. It's been a challenge for them at this point in the year to try to keep their level of intensity, continue to play with one another, but playing with kind of revolving lineups. And so I think it's incumbent upon them to keep going out and do your job. Does it have an effect? I think, yes, it has an effect. But at the end of the day, it's not your call. A lot of times as players, you would like for things to be one way, but when they're not that way, then you have to figure out, how do I adjust to the situation at hand? Because I still want to play. We can sit over here and talk about, well, it could be. I always say I don't deal with would have, could have, should have. Those things aren't reality. What is how things are going at this point. So I would say that the short answer is you would like to know exactly when and what your rotation is. If I'm out of the rotation, then I'm out until I'm able to get back in. It's a lot harder to be in today, out tomorrow, maybe in the next day, then out. That becomes at times a little bit tough on players' psyche, especially when you have young players.
You mentioned a team that has young players, which the Grizzlies definitely are. You have John Morant, who's a second-year point guard, who's in a playoff hunt, trying to lead his team to the other side to get, into the play-in and, get into the playoffs or whatever. Brevin, you were a young point guard as well. When your rookie season, you were starting point guard for Cleveland, and you guys were a playoff team. What are some of the things you think are going through Ja's mind, and how tough is it for a player that young to have that type of responsibility right now?
Well, his responsibility is a little bit tougher than mine because I had Shawn Kemp to lean on. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it was when things weren't going right, throw it to number 40. There was number 4 at that time with Cleveland. There was no second guessing. It was, we're going to run turn 4. I don't care if y'all know that's what we're running. We're going to pop the guard off of him. He's going to turn and post, and then we'll play from there. So it made my job a little bit easier. For Morant, it's a little bit different because he's expected to, yes, make sure you set everything up, get guys in the right place, but then we need for you to finish plays. We need for you to make sure that guys are getting the right shot. His plate is a little bit more full than my plate was at my young time. So I think for him, it's continuing to understand the balance of when do I be aggressive to be a scorer, and then how do I lead to get guys to play at their best every night. And for young guys, think about it. I was also a 4-year college guy, then doing it in that first year of my rookie year. We are now talking about guys that will still just be finishing college right now, stepping into these roles of leadership. And I say leadership, but leaders of men and leaders of individual business people, because that's what NBA players are. Well, they're all an individual business entity trying to figure out how do I do the best for me, but also how do I do the best for a team. And as a point guard, it is your job to make sure that everybody understands the focus of what you're trying to get accomplished. But he also has a dual role because he's also one of our scorers. And so I think the biggest thing for him is going through his mind is when and where to be aggressive, how to do that, but then also how to be a voice to try to get the most out of guys. But then that also comes in where you need some other vet guys to help out that have been around this, been through it, to also help him be the best leader that he can be.
It's a lot on his plate, for sure. One guy that seems to be stepping up, too, is Dillon Brooks. And we always talk about how Dillon can be frustrating, and you watch some of the pull-ups that he takes, some of the contested shots, some of the ISO play. You think, I don't know about that shot. But to me, that's kind of part and parcel of who he is, and he's earned the right to do some of that because he seems, of everybody, with respect to everybody else out there, he seems to be the one guy who brings the requisite intensity to every game. And that may not always, maybe that manifests itself wrongly. Maybe he commits too many fouls or takes too many contested shots, but at least the approach is always there with Dillon.
And that is what I would take that any day over trying to have to get it out of somebody. The one thing when you come to the gym every night, you're not going to have to try to get Dillon to play at a high level. You don't have to worry about that. I may have to whisper in his ear to say, we ain't need that shot right now. I'll get you a better shot. That's the point guard mentality. There doesn't have to be demonstrative because I'm not going to show up one of the hardest playing guys on our team. But I do need to get across to you at this moment, this is what we need. We don't need that, but there's a way to communicate that to them. And so, listen, I say this all the time. I would go into any fight with Dillon Brooks on my side, whether that in any way, shape, or form, because I know that there won't be another player on the floor that's going to play harder than him, that is going to sacrifice as much as he will. And in that, will there be some questionable shots? There may be a questionable shot. Will there be a questionable foul? There'll be a questionable foul. But you live with those couple of question marks because the other positives that he can give to your team, as long as you keep everything on the same plane, understand why we're getting it done. I think that he's done a better job this year than he had in the previous years of being able to take better shots. And we've seen a level of playmaking. At least the thought process is there, that if someone comes to find the next guy. So I've seen him evolve as a player. You'll still have those moments, but at the end of the day, You'd rather have somebody that you're trying to harness their energy just a little bit than someone you're trying to prod every day to give it to you.
There's no question. Big one tonight. We'll be watching on Bally Sports with you and Pete on the call, and Fish and Vernon, the whole crew. We appreciate you. Thanks again for the playlist too, because whether it's you or your son, we were surprised and we've been vibing out to it. So thank you for joining us, and thanks for the playlist, man. We appreciate it.
Sure. Yeah, no, enjoy it. I tried to give you a little mix, but at the end of the day, I'm a hip hop head at the end.
Well, we love it, and I got to find out more because Zach said you kind of had you said we could pick one or two different ways to approach it. So next time maybe we'll have you the other way. We'll pick a second way to approach this playlist a little bit. We'll see. Everybody stay tuned tonight. Of course, Grizzlies Knicks, a big one. They're all big at this stage of the season. Thanks, Brevin.
No, y'all have a good one. Appreciate it.
All right, bro.
Appreciate it, BK. Brevin Knight joining us. Great stuff from Brevin. Like I said, he really does do a great job of kind of letting you know how he feels within the confines of what trying to be professional and keeping it on the straight and narrow. With that, he will let you know exactly what's really going on and being honest with it. And so I think as a guy who's been there and done that, he does a really nice job with it. When we come back, we'll talk to our friend Mayor Mike. A lot to get to with Mayor Mike. I want to hear what he's been up to, what's going on in the food scene. We'll talk about that when we continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Spend your lunch with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy on Sports 56 Middays.
Lunchy munchy.
Weekdays from 10 till 1 on Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Hey, we get it. You don't want to be hearing a Progressive commercial right now, so let us tell you something you do want to hear. You are intelligent. You make all the right decisions. You were smart before smart was cool, and you made it cool again. You have a wealth of knowledge, and you are so very clever. I bet you already knew I was going to say that, you genius. There, don't you feel better? You'll also feel better when you hear you could save big when you switch to Progressive, but I'm pretty sure you already knew that too. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
There's an institution in East Memphis that I love talking about. It's the Spirit Shop at 4848 Poplar Avenue, right down the street from Clark Tower, and it looks like a log cabin. It's been around Memphis since 1969 with a family-owned, friendly, knowledgeable sales staff that is just a wonderful place to go. I love going in and talking wine or bourbons, and they've got such great selection. So if you've not visited the Spirit Shop in a while, it's been remodeled. You'll love what you see when you need spirits. Tell Eddie Wollo said hello.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Upgrade your commute at Acura of Memphis. Seize the thrill and test drive one of our award-winning models, each packed with cutting-edge technology, luxurious amenities, and a driving experience that's sure to awaken your inner self. Driving shouldn't be a chore, it should be an adventure. Advance your drive today, shop our aggressive lease and finance options now, luxury is waiting at Acura of Memphis, or shop online 24/7, visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. This hour of Sports 56 Mornings is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
Little thing, you got a bag and now you wildin'. You just took it off the line, no mileage. Waiting, hitting you the DM looking violent. Talking while you come around and now they silent. Blew the Cooper 17, no guidance.
BK got 2 Drake songs in the playlist. Then my guy, Mayor Mike, come on, man.
You know you're popping. Yeah.
This is, I mean, he's really like, it's like he's trying to get on your good side, frankly.
Yeah, for sure. Of course.
And he's doing it, and he's doing it, and he's doing it, and it's working. He's definitely on your good side.
Oh, yeah.
This morning, Mayor Mike, as we mentioned, going to join us. We're going to talk a little bit more about tonight's matchup, Grizzlies-Knicks, a whole bunch still to get into. Of course, middays coming up next. We'll let you know when the text line is good to go. Our First Bank text line still under some repair. Should be back up at some point today. Just trying to iron out all the little wrinkles and get everything ready. So once it is, I'm sure you'll hear about it right here. You can always chat with us, and you can dial up as well, 360-8255. I hope you enjoyed yourself over the weekend, doing lots of different stuff, including maybe the Kentucky Derby. Maybe you jumped in on that a little bit. I think that would be fantastic if you did. And if you didn't, well, our friends at FanDuel Sportsbook have plenty of other opportunities for you to jump in because, well, it is the time. It's the time, man. You know, you got Grizzlies action tonight. You've got all that stuff still to come. And obviously we've talked about it before. The same-game parlays continue to be a lucrative source of income for some folks that we know pretty well. Another big winner over the weekend.
Who? Oh, yeah. Who is
another
that?
Alex.
Yeah, Alex. My boy
Alex
Wynn got paid. He made $500
right,
over $5.
Yeah. But you know, putting his business out there. Don't be putting his name and all that money out there.
Hey, somebody gonna rob him?
What are you talking about?
Somebody gonna rob the man for $500?
Oh, you can't. I don't want anybody putting it. I'm not putting it. I just said a certain Alex.
My boy Alex hit him.
Yeah.
But you know, I've never hit a parlay. Not one time.
You will though.
I'm getting paid tonight. Let me get my.
Everyone's doing it. And same game parlay insurance means that if you try and you come one leg short, as has happened to me a couple times now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? If you get same game parlay insurance from FanDuel Sportsbook, then you get your wager back in site credit. So it's really risk free. Go out there and take a stab at it. You just never know. And you just never know when you might be like Alex and turn $2 into $500 or $10 into $2,000. It has happened, and it continues to happen again. Promo code BIGHEAD is what you need to put in to make sure. And by the way, your first bet, for those of you that are new users, absolutely risk-free. First bet, risk-free, up to $1,000. If you win, you get the cash. If you lose, guess what? You get it back in site credit. It's all there for you. Use promo code BIGHEAD. FanDuel Sportsbook must be 21 and older and present in the state of Tennessee. For problem gambling, call 1-800-889-9789. For more information, see sportsbook.fanduel.com for the information. And, of course, have to be in the state of Tennessee and 21 years old. Use promo code BIGHEAD, FanDuel Sportsbook. All right. It's time to talk to our good friend, Mayor Mike, as we like to do. And, Zach, I see your face kind of change a little bit when we talk to Mayor Mike.
Man. Mike
maybe
doesn't
some
give you these
concern
hands.
about what's going on.
Mike doesn't give you these hands, bro.
Yeah, the former mayor, so-called mayor, Zach, now dethroned, the real mayor of Westwood, Mayor Mike, joining us. Good morning, Mike. How are you, man?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Making it,
What's happening?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Glad to see you back, man. You was out there, parlaying and over the weekend on a good business trip.
Man, a little work trip, man. I love my that job that I have, man. It's an amazing opportunity to travel the world and take pictures and video, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man. You can't beat it, man.
For sure. Tell us about one of the places you ate. I know you weren't there eating TGI Fridays and Applebee's. I know you had some local cuisine. So tell us about a spot. Do you want to share where you were? Can you share where you were?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. It's all good. So, I thought I was going to Tampa, but I ended up going to Clearwater, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
They're about 30 minutes apart. But so I spent a lot of time at the resort that I was at. So I really ate at the resort. But we did go out into town. I can't remember this place called Jimmy's by the Sea.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that spot. It was pretty good. And then there was another spot. I can't remember the name of it. We stumbled on it because we were already like full of drinks at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember they had buffalo grouper nuggets, and they were amazing.
What? Wait a second.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because I love grouper, and I love buffalo stuff.
I love
That's
grouper,
fantastic.
man.
I
never
love
thought to put the two together. Yeah, grouper
no, I never would
was
have
my
thought
favorite
that.
fish.
I never would have thought that.
It was
Grouper
really
sandwich.
good,
My grouper sandwiches are like when I go down to any coastal area. That's what I look for. A place with a good grouper sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had a
I never thought
blackened
about
grouper
buffalo.
sandwich.
I never thought about buffalo. Ooh.
Yeah, it was really good. It was breaded and fried. Oh man, it was so good. It was so good.
It's
it was so good.
It's just
And then
tender and just.
we had a grouper sandwich with avocado and some kind of remoulade on it. Oh my God, man. Oh.
And what's the name of this place again?
So I don't remember the first place we went to, but I remember there was a place called Jimmy's by the Sea.
Okay.
That was one of the places we went to. But like I said, the majority of the time we spent all our time at the resort. It's the Marriott at Clearwater at Sand Key.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody need to go check that place out if you go down there. It's amazing. Beautiful, beautiful place. So yeah, man, just go check that out. It's amazing.
How long were you down there?
4 days. 4 days.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay.
4 days, man.
You've earned it.
So,
You've earned it. You've earned.
Yeah, man. It's a little vacation, man. You know, a little work, but mainly a lot of play. So I love it. Can't beat it.
Man, look, it's been a challenging year for everybody. You guys in the medical field, especially. So, man, come on, give yourself.
This is my first flight. This is the first flight I took in almost 2 years now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a year and a half.
I'd say it's been that long. Yeah, it's been that long since I've been on a plane. So yeah.
Yeah. It's about
how was
maybe
it?
a year and a half. It was cool.
Weird?
You know, it was cool. Everybody had to wear a mask and everything, so it wasn't terrible. You know, it wasn't terrible. It was okay.
What do you look at? What we've talked about your connection to the folks, to everyone here in town. So I want to know, because now it's May. When I think May, obviously you think Memphis in May, and Memphis in May is a little bit different because of obviously the COVID stuff, and we're still under some semblance of lockdown or at least restrictions. Right. But with that and with the festival season being upon us and summer here, what are you looking forward to over the next little bit? What's on your calendar?
Well, Memphis in May is definitely on my calendar. I'll be at the barbecue contest. So, I mean, it's like this. Okay, so, it's two, like there's always two Memphises, right? So there's also we follow the COVID rules Memphis, and, as long as you know somebody, we all good, Memphis.
Right.
So I happen to be in there. I kind of know people, so it's all good, Memphis. So everything has been like business as usual. So, we're going to Barbecue Fest. Can't wait for that. Got the tent ready. So we're going to party on that Thursday.
So are you increasing your business? Are you increasing your business on the medical side? By following these protocols.
Hey, I got to make sure business is good, man, no matter what I do, man, on both sides, man. It's called multiple streams of income.
protecting yourself either way on that one. Okay.
Either way, man, I'm gonna always be good, man, no matter what.
That's right. I see how it is. Okay, all right, I see how it is. Yeah, it makes me think of festival season, man, because it's different. It's different now, and
So they're not going to do. I think they're going to do Music Fest, but later. I believe that's what the word was.
Mm-hmm.
But Barbecue Fest is still going down because we just got the invite to the tent and everything. But it's like restricted, but you know how that goes.
Barbecue Fest is always restricted like that. Yeah, you got to know. You always got to know somebody at Barbecue Fest.
Yeah, you got to know somebody. So it already was kind of contained or whatever. So, but I'm looking forward to festivals coming back because Memphis is like the land of festivals, and I've lived almost everywhere in this country, And everywhere I've been, I say the same thing. Like, Memphis has more to do here than any other place I've ever been and ever lived. And I've lived in some big major cities. So, we need that because Memphis is just a get out type of place. We like to get out and do things. And
it's also a get out. It's also a get out type of place, like the movie Get Out.
not like Get Out. There are people that get out of Memphis, but they always come back. They always come back. So,
maybe some human experimentation going on here.
Nah, you can't really leave Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Right. Memphis leaves you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, the Grizzlies take on your Knicks today. I know you got clout.
Knicks tape.
Oh boy.
So
Knicks tape.
Will you be in the FedEx Forum tonight to watch that?
Man, I thought about going. I really thought about going, man, because I got this cool Allen Houston jersey that my brother-in-law gifted me. But I'm not gonna go because I don't know. I don't know how I feel about being in the Forum right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to watch it if it's on something. Or I'll be.
Wait. Didn't you just go? Didn't you just talk about how you did? As long as you know somebody, it's all good. And now you're.
Okay, I just went in. I went in one big crowd. I can't go to another big crowd. I like to kind of,
spread your crowds
out. Make sure the virus is out the system or whatever.
Yeah, let the virus get out the air a little bit. Let it air out a little bit.
Yeah, let it air out. You let it air out a little bit.
As a medical professional, tell us about this airing out of the virus.
Yeah, exactly.
As a medical.
Super scientific, man. You just open a window and everything goes away.
You don't want to overload your nose with too many COVID clusters.
This is interesting scientific theory.
Too much pressure on the vaccine.
You gotta have a whole degree for this. You gotta have a degree to know this, to know about airing things out.
Yeah, this is kind of the information that they won't tell you in regular school. You got to go to.
You got to let the vaccine build back up. You just can't hit it hard 2 days.
You got to let your antibodies build back up. You got to charge up. You got to charge up.
Like a Tesla.
You know that song Annie Up is about antibodies. It's
Zach, you got to find this song.
Kidnap that fool.
You gotta charge back up. I'm just putting my immunities back on the charge right now. So, I'm just trying to get it right back. We'll be back. But do I really need to be there when I know that the Knicks are gonna win? I mean, come on.
Man, get out of here, man.
Let's be real.
Get out of here.
I predict Julius Randle scores 40 points.
Hey, I need that for my parlay if this happens.
He's playing
great. 40 points. He's 40 points.
40 points.
He might even pop out triple-double on us tonight.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, then.
Why not? Take it to the bank. I do hope the Grizzlies, I want them to win, but I don't want them to win, but I want them to have a good showing. I don't want them to get blown out. But, a 1-point victory.
So generous of you.
Call it that.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, call it that.
What a beautiful thing. This is what it's all about right there. That's Mayor Mike for you.
Next Grizzlies game, I'm with the Grizzlies. It's just this game. I cannot be a Grizzlies fan. Not for this game. Man, come
on. You represent Memphis in so many ways. This one.
Well, Mike, I hope you can charge up your antibodies between now and Barbecue Fest and, Memphis and May.
Yeah.
The world.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time.
Good luck hitting
Hey, I feel
you.
Like that's how I think about stuff too. Like, I just went out yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I should go out again.
I'm at 40% right now. like it's like Iron Man in suits.
Incredible.
Right. And Florida's like wide open. Like,
oh yeah,
man,
open.
When I tell you, wide open. Like, nobody in Florida gives a damn at all. Like,
nobody even owns a mask in Florida. They don't even
Florida man and Florida woman, man, they're everywhere out there. They're everywhere.
Outlawed.
Everywhere.
That's
right. My God.
Annie Up.
You know what? I've never seen so many impeach Biden flags flown on big trucks until I went to Florida. It was insane. It was insane.
It's just that's Florida for you right there. Hey, Florida's just Florida up representing.
I had to run the hell up out of there as quick as I could.
Well, we're glad you made it out. Good talking to you. Be safe, and we'll talk again next week.
All right, air it out, y'all. Remember, air it out.
Air it out. That's right. That's right.
Let them charge. Let
anybody
charge back up. Blow on it. Blow that cold out. All right, man.
All right.
Yeah.
That's our friend Mayor Mike joining us on the program. When we come back, we'll get predictions for tonight, other than Mayor Mike's predictions for tonight. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Listen online anywhere, anytime at sports56whbq.com.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roof Services. You've heard me talk about how we offer the best products, the best warranties, and the best services for years. Now let's talk about pricing. Pricing should never be the only reason you hire a contractor, but in today's world, pricing is always a consideration. So we suggest you get 2 or 3 estimates for your roof replacement from a reputable, licensed, and insured company, and then give us a call. If we can't beat your best price for a comparable roof system by more than $100, we'll give you $100. It's that simple. We are so sure we can offer you the best price, beating all other qualified companies. We will hand you $100 if we can't, and thank you for the opportunity. So give us a call. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Make $100? Five-Ash Roof Services, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five-Ash Roof Services, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Your roommate's vacuuming for the 5th time today. But you have the $5 Chalupa Cravings box from Taco Bell, so his vacuuming might as well be the soft hum of purring kittens. And your loud neighbors turn into a telenovela with the beefy 5-layer burrito and chips and nacho cheese sauce plus a medium drink.
Jorge, ven y bésame, mi amor.
With the $5 Chalupa Cravings box from Taco Bell, nothing can ruin your bliss. It's value beyond belief. At limited participating locations for a limited time only. Contact store for prices and items which vary. Drinks exclude freezes, tax extra.
I want to do some bragging rights. Hey, I was just the other day overhearing a conversation with Big Mike, the manager of DeSoto Auto Sales. They've got people buying cars all over the country. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Texas. People from all over the country buy cars at DeSoto Auto Sales in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Why? DeSoto Auto Sales has the most stringent car inspection in America. They get it right the first time. Quality and low mileage, factory warranty on most vehicles. My favorite part is the people who work there. Big Mike, all the employees are professional, friendly, and go that extra mile. Expect as you walk in the door, you're treated like family. DeSoto Auto Sales understands your time matters. We can help you find your dream car and get all the paperwork finished in less than an hour. Come see us at DeSoto Auto Sales and be part of our family. Have a great buying experience every time. 662-890-7184.
For over 8 decades, America's farmers have counted on the Little Red Tractor from Case IH, the Farmall, to help them make short work of their demanding chores. Well, Mid-South Ag can show you they aren't just for farms anymore. With horsepower ranging from 30 to 105, plus an army of attachments, they can tackle every chore on your to-do list, from hauling and mowing to loading and towing and then some. Stop by Mid-South Ag Equipment or call 662-890-3141 to find a Case IH Farmall that's right for you.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Shorty go jogging every morning, and she make me breakfast almost every morning. And she take a nigga pic before she leave the door. I be waking up the pics before on it.
Okay.
And every weekend my shorty coming over. Shorty can fend me out, but she like fashion Rover. She ain't driving no Camry, she pulling in.
You listen to his album?
So curly.
He's got a drill 50 Cent vibe going, but yeah, he's gone too soon, man. Like, dude, he's gone. Like, up out of here. Yeah, he has a nice little vibe going.
It's a few too many of those stories, man. It's very, very sad.
Yeah,
very,
for
very
sure.
sad indeed. Hour number 3, wrapping up. Coming up next, of course, it is middays, and our good friends Greg and Eli got all kinds of fun stuff coming your way over the next little bit. Looking forward to hearing what they have to say about the Grizzlies and about the NFL draft and a whole lot more. Of course, this hour, the program presented by our friends at Acura of Memphis. Online, AcuraMemphis.com, 385 and Ridgeway. Be sure to go check them out. Check out that 2022 MDX. It is already just flying out. People love it. It's getting rave reviews, and rightfully so. If you've had a chance to test drive it, you understand why. If you haven't, go and do it now at Acura of Memphis. Tonight, Grizzlies and Knicks. Huge game for the play-in. Huge game for the Knicks as well as they continue to fight for their position over on the Eastern Conference side. And the Knicks have had such a surprisingly good season. They're coming off of they'll be on the second night of a back-to-back, as many teams are these days. They thumped the Rockets 122 to 97. Interesting approach from Tom Thibodeau, as he's really done a nice job, Coach of the Year type situation. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, Derrick Rose is going to play tonight.
Right.
When was the last time he actually got to play? His teams have been in Memphis, but I don't remember the last time he actually played.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I don't know when he's played in FedEx Forum. Like it's been quite a while since he actually did it. I think he's going to play tonight though, for the Knicks. Played R.J. Barrett 40 minutes last night. Kept him in late in the fourth quarter in this blowout. I don't know. That's a Grizzlies. That is very an anti-Grizzlies approach. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I've got to hit up my good friend Warren Roseboro, who photographer, Tri-State Defender, just a great photographer throughout the city. You see him at all the games. I think he said that he's from Chicago, and I think he said that he's never seen Derrick Rose play here. I want to say he's like maybe once. He's like every time he comes, he's hurt or sick, or they trade him the night before. Or, no, I mean, like he said it was a situation where like he was supposed to be here, but he got traded and something like that. But yeah, I'll have to make sure. I know he's gonna be there tonight, so he's gonna get to see his boy D Rose tonight. That's good. That's a good thing. Here's another question too. While we're talking D Rose, Tiger fans who still have problems with Derrick Rose are weird, right? I mean, you're free to have whatever opinion you want to, but that's
Yeah, if you have some sort of
petty, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
No, I mean, come on, man. It's been 12, 13 years.
It's been a long time, bro.
Come on.
Wait, that was 12 years ago.
Yeah, the
2008.
With Derrick Rose.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I was 14.
Allegedly.
No, for legit.
You mean 24?
No.
Exactly.
Minus 10.
Because the fact that you coming here talking about you got your name from Zach on Power Rangers?
Yes.
Stop, Zach.
You make it seem like that is not legit. That is legit. Like, you can ask my mom right now, and she'll tell you. She'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, your mom will cover for you.
No, she's not covered.
Yeah,
she'll
your mom
tell
will cover
the truth.
for you.
She'll tell the truth, man.
She'll cover for you. I understand that. What happens tonight?
Grizzlies win. Grizzlies win today.
Interesting.
Grizzlies win.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Revenge game. I don't know.
I'm not. I mean, the Grizzlies should have won in New York for sure. They really played with that one. That was I think that's been bumped down to the second worst loss after Saturday, but that was the reigning worst loss of the season. Was the last one to the Knicks. I don't know, man. To me, something's just off with the team. They're just off.
Mm-hmm.
The vibe, the mojo, whatever. And I don't use that. The mojo is off, if you know what I mean, in more ways than one. But the team just doesn't have the juice, the orange juice, if you will. They don't.
I don't think other teams need the Mr. Orange Juice orange. I don't think they. I don't.
Like I said, the mojo is off tonight.
Yeah.
The mojo is been off for this team ever since Mojo. Was in the mix.
Of course, his name is Mojo, and he's destroying. I'm not going to get on here and talk bad about Justice Winslow. I'm not doing that.
No. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. I mean, it is his fault to some extent, but not. But still, it's it's both his fault and not his fault. So that's all I can say.
It's a very Anthony Sane answer, but you just.
It was.
I'm just going to be on both sides of this.
it's kind of his fault because he's not playing very well, but he's also it's also not his fault because he's not the one who's actually choosing to play himself. He can't put himself out there. He's not. It's not a gun to the head situation. Somebody's choosing to play him, and that somebody is Taylor Jenkins or is it Zach Kleiman?
Or both.
That's what I'm saying. It's very difficult. So I don't know, man. It's tricky as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know. I don't know if I see them winning tonight. I think it's but the Grizzlies in every instance have basically done the opposite of what you expect them to do. This year they have been very, very hard to predict. So it's where it is. But I think I do think tonight, saying I think the manure may have hit the fan over yesterday, and I think you're going to see some rotational changes. I think the Grizzlies. I think they start Jaren tonight, and I think they just kind of just rip the Band-Aid off of that thing because Jaren hasn't played well since he's come back. I think part of that is because his minutes have been weird and his rotation's been weird and all that stuff. I think they start him tonight. I think they get to something approaching whatever a playoff rotation is for this team, and I think that's what it is. And just whatever happens from that point on is what happens. I think they quit.
I don't think Jaren starts tonight though.
I think he starts tonight.
I don't know. Maybe they heard me on the news yesterday and they said, "Okay, that's it. That's it."
Oh man,
that's it.
TV saying.
TV face saying.
We'll have to
this face too handsome for radio, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's true. That's a good point. It's a good point. It's the most handsome show on the radio. For sure.
Of course.
Between you and me, absolutely. Of course. Of course. We got to get out of here. Coming up next, middays. Everybody, have a great Monday.